Hello, hello, hello. My name's Joe Sandow, and I'm gonna be fixing some stuff. I think might make sense to start off with an explanation of what I'm fixing, and then I'll fix it. So, earlier this week, let's see where to begin. Earlier this week, a couple of my Twitter bots broke. One of them is Emoji Tetra, which I fixed. And Emoji Tetra is this bot that I made that plays a variation of Tetris on Twitter using Twitter polls. And something went wrong with something that Twitter changed on the back end about how these labels in the poll choices get output to certain systems. They don't look different on the website, and they don't look different on an iPhone, but they look different on an Android device for reasons unknown. And they look different to an API call from my bot for reasons unknown. They look different. Well, the reason they look different is because a character is missing from the output when certain systems call them. Why that character is being stripped out, I don't know. But I wrote a thread on Twitter about what I found out and how I found it out. And I finished that thread after I finished solving the problem and fixing Emoji Tetra and its variation Emoji Tetra Fast. Hello, Matthew Poco. How are you? How's it going? Good to see you. I'm gonna do some coding and then I'm gonna play some games later after I finish fixing some stuff. This thread is where I explained what went wrong on my poll bots on Twitter. Emoji Tetra and Emoji Tetra Fast and Emoji Snake Game. They all use the same technology to read poll results from Twitter and act on them. They all stopped working correctly because Twitter changed something for some reason. And I had to change how my bots read the data that's in the poll choices here so that when Twitter decides to not show the emojis sometimes to certain systems or to show them differently, my code won't care. It'll still work. We're on dinner break while playing Feast for Odin. Oh, cool. What are you having for dinner? I'm having a big fancy omelet that I made with a bunch of sausage and peppers that I made last night because I'm hungry, but I want to stream. So sometimes I'll be chewing, and that's life. I've never played for Feast for Odin. Wait, is that true? I've played Nidavellir, which is also Norse. Feast for Odin I've heard of. Pretty sure I've never played it. Definitely never played it. Interested though. So offline I did some code for Emoji Tetra and Emoji Tetra Fast. Wasn't able to stream at that time. But Emoji Snake Game remains broken and disabled because it's not working. So normally Emoji Snake Game would look like this. Fancy pizza. Oh, good. What's on your fancy pizza? I love fancy pizza. So this, and maybe it was working, but I don't trust it. So here it says up. It went up on the next one. Here it says right. And then it says right. And it looks like maybe it was working. I just turned them off because I was pretty sure they're all not working. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe this was working and I should have left it on. But for safety, I'm going to do the same change that I did on Emoji Tetra, I'm going to do it to Emoji Snake Game. It might be that only certain accounts are having this problem where some devices are not showing all the emojis correctly. I don't have an Android device, so it's a little hard for me to tell. I can tell with my code, though. I can tell by getting data from Twitter and finding out whether it's correct. Okay, I'm Matthew Boca's Pizza. There is bacon, banana pepper. I'm glad that the word pepper came up because I was like, banana? I like fruit and meat, but never heard of banana. Banana peppers are good. And dill pickle. Pepperoni with garlic sauce. Goat cheese, mushroom, and red pepper. That's very fancy. Fantastic. Somebody replied recently, was it today? Yesterday, with this GIF, wondering what's going on with Emoji Snake Game, why it's quiet for 4 days. So that was a part of a reminder that I need to get on it and fix it. Now that I look more closely, it looks like it was probably working. I should have left it on, but it's fine. I want to make the change anyway because the unknown cause of the problem on the other two accounts could impact this account for exactly the same reasons because it's built the same way. So the solution was actually in the thread. I wrote, I put a link to the change, the commit that fixed it. The commit is this one, 3 changes. Well, if I go dark mode, then I don't have all of the nice colors that show what's been added. Thank you for the lurk, Matthew Poco. Thanks for hanging out. So what I did was in this class, move.java, I put lowercase label, and I'm pulling the lowercase labels out. I'm pulling the letters out and making them lowercase from the pull label. More lowercase label stuff. This is the method for creating the lowercase letters from the full text that's in the pull choice. And then instead of looking up the type of move that we're supposed to make from the entire string, the emoji and the title case that's in the poll choice, we're just doing this sort of generic sounding from label thing. And from label just pulls out the letters and disregards the emojis so that it works regardless of whether the emojis are included or not, or included correctly in the text. And then there's some unit tests to see how that works when it looks like this. The lowercase letters version of that string is just this word. And then there's the complicated one, left or right with spaces and capitalization, turns into lowercase, all one word, left or right. And that's a way to minimize the amount of character set nonsense that that Twitter or any system can introduce when you're pulling data. So let's go copy what we're doing. So here we have the move class where I added the lowercase label business in Emoji Tetra. And then in Emoji Snake, I have a lot of the same stuff. So game, some pieces of this are, not move. Some pieces of the code in the two projects are like, I just copied them from one to the other. I didn't make libraries because it's just actually more work maintaining and importing libraries of bits and pieces of repeated code. It's like, it's close, it's similar, but it's not quite the same. So using the concept of a pattern, a code pattern, which is another way of saying, here's something that I did once that worked, I'll do it again. Or that worked for somebody, I'll copy it and do it again. But rather than reuse code, I will just copy paste it. So here we have emoji and title case to move as a cached map of strings to move so that we don't have to parse every single one every single time. And we can pull them, we can get them quickly when we need them. So going through here, this has more options because there's more moves that you do in Tetris than in Snake. Snake is just up, down, left, right, and never anything else. So here's up, left, right, down. What we're missing here is lowercase label. We have abbreviation, which I think I called code in the other one, but that's okay. And where is that? Oh, it's time to dance. Here we go, abbreviation. So what's going on right now is I get migraines from streaming, so I have found that if I set a timer to play some dance music every 15 minutes, then I'm much less likely to get a migraine caused by sitting still too long. It can still be caused by other things, but not by sitting still too long. It can also be caused by sugar, lack of sleep, dehydration, heat, stress. What else can cause a migraine? I can never remember the full list. It's too many things. And the music was generously and brilliantly created by Matthew Poco's partner, Shannon, who I imagine is eating some pizza right now. Abbreviation, lowercase label goes here. It's red because we haven't, why is it red? Because we haven't, added a constructor parameter. It is not possible to have a final string put in here that never gets initialized. The constructor for move is right here. So what I could do instead of doing this is I could refactor change signature, add a string type name type string name lowercase label refactor. Okay, that doesn't do much, but it does mean that in the places where these things are expected here, oh, actually, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pass it into the constructor because I don't want to have to type them up here and type the word left again. I want it to be derived from this string. So here I will initialize it, but I will do it by processing each label when the class is created. And I do that the same way that I did it here. This is all much easier because I've already done almost all of the work. And then I need this method copied here. Lowercase letters only, and then lowercase label becomes that, but cannot resolve symbol lowercase letter label because I removed it again. So there's lowercase label. It's no longer red because now this is like going to compile. This is legal Java, but it's gray and it's got purple squigglies under it because private field lowercase label is assigned but never accessed. So we'll fix that. Lowercase label gets called here by this getter. We'll put that with any other getters we have. Here's some more getters. Which it looks like in this case I was doing them on one line, which is fine. Whatevs. Hello, Quadrain. How are you? Good to see you, friend. Do you think we're gonna succeed in Virgil Bros? I don't know. I don't have a great feeling about it. Um, okay, so lowercase label is used there and there. The getter is used here. Legacy abbreviations until shorter codes are ubiquitous. Wow, I don't remember why I wrote that. It was years ago. I'm not going to worry about it. Guess you haven't seen the most recent update. Oh no, I haven't. I was actually like right before stream, just sitting at the computer. I was like setting up the stream and stuff, getting my body ready, getting my food and my cats fed and everything ready, and all the tech stuff. And OBS crashed and had to do it again. And then my impulse, my habit in my brain was like, open Board Game Arena, play a few turns. I was like, that will take 20 minutes. I am trying to stream. If you really want to play Board Game Arena, you can do it on stream. My goodness. And I was like, no, I will not waste time. I will not kill time doing something that I literally could do on stream. And the night will just get away from me, and I will be like, I'm too tired. I'm not going to stream. These are my bad patterns where I don't do what I want to do because of bad habits, when I could do those things on stream if I really want to. Quadrian said I just had to troubleshoot my iPad audio. Discovered my AirPods were connected, but I wasn't hearing them. I had an AirPod issue last night when I was playing some games with Silver Metal Tavern. We were playing Pandemic on his stream and talking in Discord, and I switched to my AirPods, and he sounded like a teeny tiny little distant voice. I had to like shut down my AirPod connection and redo it, and then it worked. AirPods are a little funky in Windows. Let's see here. So this is lowercase label to move, and this is in the place where there's lots of caching of these. Okay, so there's these private static maps, and they are called things like this. We want another one, lowercase label to move. These are maps of a string to a move object. This wasn't self-inflicted. I was using my AirPods. Oh, this was self-inflicted. Using AirPods, then I put them to one side and forgot about them. Oh, wait, they were connected, but I wasn't wearing them. Oh my God. I understand what you're saying. Okay, I have a story. Similar story. But it was not my fault. It was just partly my fault. I got one of the things that I might want to stream, maybe today, maybe sometime in the future, is Dragon's Lair and the sequels, Dragon's Lair 2 and Space Ace, because I'm old and I like Dragon's Lair. And I got it on Steam on sale, but it's terrible. All the timing is wrong. There's interface problems. There's problems. So then I got this other copy that's like in an emulator, and it's much, much better because the timing is right. A lot of things are better. Some things are worse, some things are better. But I couldn't hear the audio, like half the audio. This was definitely your fault. Yes, not putting them in your ears is a crucial human computer interface error. Dragon's Lair was great. Heard about the Steam issues. Yeah, the Steam, whoever owns it in Steam doesn't care and isn't doing a good job of fixing it. I'm not sure about the other two yet. I haven't tried them. Their reviews are better. But the original Dragon's Lair on Steam has pretty major problems. So I got this emulator, and it was better in terms of like playability, but without the sound, it wasn't funny. And if it's not funny, it's no good. Dragon's Lair has to be funny. So playing Dragon's Lair without the sound was basically pointless. And I was hearing half of the sounds, but I wasn't hearing like some of them. I could hear like Daphne screaming for help, and I could hear, I think, the narrator talking, but there was no music, and there was no spooky music, and there was no sounds of the deaths and everything and the monsters. And I was like, tried another version, and it was like, it sounded good, but the picture was terrible. It wasn't deinterlaced, so it looked like it had like combs through it. And then I was Googling it. I was like, I will not let this go. I'm playing Dragon's Lair. And hello, Baljamet, how you doing? And then I was like looking through like people reporting various audio problems with Dragon's Lair, and but most of them were not the ones I was having. They were like stuttering and robot sounds, and I was like, no, I just don't hear some of the sounds. And I finally found this like one of the many Reddit threads about it was run them both at the same time, one for audio, one for video. Yeah, right. Could somehow sync them up and hope they're split second exactly the same, and that they randomly select the same levels every time. And but I found this Reddit thread where somebody was complaining finally about the same problem I had, which was some of the sounds were not playing. And people were talking about all kinds of hardware problems and software problems, ways to get around it, and very complicated system level things, and go to the task manager and change how many cores one of the tasks is using. And there was a YouTube video about it, but you have to do it every time you play. And I was like, this is not okay. And then finally, someone in the Twitter thread, no, in the Reddit conversation, the original poster said, I figured it out. It's a stereo speaker issue. Not too bad, thanks. Not in bed yet, so I'm actually on a laptop with a real keyboard for once. Might be able to reply more promptly. Sweet. Good to see you, Baljamet. How's Tricks with You beyond Twitter breaking your games because they're mean? Well, I'm streaming, which is good. If I'm streaming, it means it's a good day. It means that I got my act together. So I'm doing pretty good right now. I haven't had like a major migraine in a little while, and I get like little warning ones, and I take some meds and then they go away. But I've pretty much given up sugar for at least a few months. We'll see how that goes. Hey, it's Time Roller. How's Time Roller doing? How are you, Time Roller? Time Roller was the inspiration for one of the pandemic disease names that we ended up using in Pandemic on Silver Metal Tavern stream last night, because Legends was looking through various streamer emotes and finding appropriately colored ones, and the blue one was Roller, and that was the last one we cured. Good to see you, Time Roller. How are you? Okay, so end of the story was just the in the Reddit thread, finally this Dragon's Lair player was like, I figured it out. The left speaker is playing some of the sounds like Daphne's voice and the narrator's voice, and the right speaker is playing all the other sounds of the game, and I didn't have the right speaker on. And I was like, oh. So I just have to put my second AirPod in my other ear, and then I can play Dragon's Lair fine. Okay. Which is still not a good experience to hear the voices only in one ear and the other voices in one ear. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It's not good stereo. It's broken stereo. But it was playable. And if I had an easy way to like make that mono so they both played in both ears, even better. But I often have just one ear AirPod in anyway, so I was glad to see that there was a solution that was like, you know what, so far this is the best Dragon's Lair experience I can find. One voice in one ear, one voice in the other, and at least the timing's good and I can play it. Maybe I'll play it later. So where are we? So this is Emoji Tetra. For those just joining, I'm fixing another one of my Twitter bots, which it turns out might not be broken, but it could become broken in the future. So Twitter is inconsistent about whether it's returning these emojis when you ask it for what are the poll results and what are the poll choices of this poll in this tweet. In some cases, it'll return this full string down with the down arrow that's in a box, and in other cases it will not. It will return something just a little different. So I fixed my emoji Tetra bots, and now I'm fixing my emoji snake game bot, largely by copying the code from the fixed one into the not yet fixed one. So that's good. This is still gray, which means I didn't use it yet. The place where I used it here was from label. Okay, so we're going to do this. This is where I documented my thoughts. First, I documented what I was going to do, and then this is where I documented what I actually did. Chooses the matching move for a specified label. The label being this text that's in one of the poll choices. Case insensitive. All letters must match, but all non-letter characters will be disregarded. This allows for Twitter's occasional changes to how it outputs emoji characters in poll choices to some Android and Java clients, which it's a mystery why it's doing that, but whatever. That's what you do. That's what happens when you're dealing with an API that doesn't have a contract, doesn't have any stated promises about what it's going to do. It just might work sometimes, might do something else later. I don't know. Feel free to dance with me if you'd like. This is where we interrupt our sitting for a little blood pumping action. Keep the blood clots out of your legs, keep the muscles and joints from seizing up, and having all kinds of computer-related medical problems. In my case, having something that happens in my nervous system where I don't know what substance builds up, but if there's some sort of pressure that eventually turns into a migraine. Unless I move around and dissipate it. It's Rolling with Rock! Mute lurking with playing Fall Guys, and this is Rock. Hope everyone's doing well. Good to see you, Rock. Rock, that was really fun yesterday. I ended up playing with you. We played Trust No Bunny, and then Jackbox games. Played a little with Bonzinator, who also ended up with a migraine. Poor Bonz. And then ended up, after that, playing with Silver Metal Tavern. So I didn't stream yesterday on my channel, but I was playing so much with so many friends on Twitch. It was great. I want to do some shout-outs. So first of all, people who stream, who have come into chat. Matthew Poco, do you stream? Tell me if you stream. Come out of lurk just to tell me, just to say yes. Or don't. It's fine. I know Quadrain streams. Quadrain made a couple of the emotes that I'm currently using. What is that?
I did it! I won with a 2! I won a location with 2 points!
So colorful.
Oh my god! If I dropped the Hulk, I would have lost.
Snap.
Oh my goodness. I won! Wow.
Quadrain's great. Go follow Quadrain. And he uses the pronouns plugin. So Good Place Janet is able to correctly make sentences about his stream. Rolling with Rock, also a delight. Definitely follow Rolling with Rock. Oops. Haven't in a little while, but now that school has restarted, planning on going strong again. Sweet.
Probably sleeping. I hope he is.
Awesome.
But thank you guys so much for this.
Why is Rock
Benita and
loading?
Monique for the
Maybe there was a combat.
The Tabletop Live Network has been amazing so far.
Or he just appeared.
Hopefully we can keep that going today. I have a
Tabletop Live Network.
Fun,
super fun.
Game for you guys today.
That was a new free-to-play mobile game, Marvel Snap. Oh, cool.
It is one of the newest additions in the Rising line.
All right, so what was I doing? So this makes the text matching algorithm more robust against future unexpected Twitter changes about which emoji characters they output to various clients, like when they stopped revealing boxed arrow characters in poll choice labels to some Android and Java clients. I know Android because that's how I found out about it. Somebody told me on Twitter. And Android is Java, and my stuff is also Java. Might be a coincidence. I don't know. On September 13th, 2022, which broke this poll bot. I put the date in there as a reference for myself to be able to look up tweets about all this stuff, because I wrote a whole thread and there was lots of people asking about it. Only letters get compared. Numerals, emojis, white space, punctuation are all ignored. So this whole thing is still appropriate for the other project, which is Snake. Oh, but where does it go? Well, I think it goes right near lowercase letters only. Is Snap out everywhere yet? I managed to win a location with a lousy 2 strength. Scores are usually in the 20s on the low end. I don't know what that means, but it sounds very exciting. I haven't played. I've heard of it. Probably from you. But no, I think I've heard it from somebody else. So now from label has been added, but it is gray, so I can work backwards and just look at where is from label used. It is not used in this class because there's this little orange doohickey that shows that's the only reference to that method name in this class. But I can find usages in the whole project and see there are 2 other references. One is in referee and one is in move spec, the test. We do want all the tests. But first, let's go to referee, where we see how we select winners of a poll, which choices won the poll. Now let's see if I use the word referee in Snake. I don't know if I did. Scorekeeper? No, not scorekeeper. These are not identical, these projects. They're similar and in some ways different in others. Let's see. And there's some stuff I did in Snake that I meant to do in Tetra, and I haven't gotten to it yet, and it's been years, and I don't know if I'll bother, but I might. Here's referee. There's lots of things I want to do. I decided, I have, one of the reasons I have trouble streaming sometimes is that there's too many different things I want to stream, and I end up getting overwhelmed and not streaming. And I have a lot of, I don't know, I want to stream what my friends are streaming. So like if people are streaming a lot of board game stuff, I want to do that. If they're streaming a lot of Nintendo, I want to do that. And I have such a long list of things I want to stream that I end up just being like, I can't handle it. Hello, Delaney. How are you? Quadrain said, I've been playing every day for months, still have not spent a single cent on it. It's actually a well-built free-to-play game that doesn't punish free-to-play players. Sweet. Oh, Delaney has redeemed Hydrate and Posture Check. Thank you so much. I will hydrate. I'm thinking of making a hydrate. I'm not using my Star Trek overlay right now just because I want more screen space for coding. But I'm thinking of doing a blue alert, what Janeway uses when she lands on a planet. I think that would be nice for hydrate. And posture check used to be super important, and now that I dance every 15 minutes, I'm feeling like it's not quite as important, but it's still good to have. I appreciate it. So I'm thinking, I decided I am going to stream what I want to stream, which is like not necessarily what as many people will be excited about, which is coding. But rather than do it only coding, I will like do some coding and then I want to do something else. Because I think actually my coding streams, people have said, are surprisingly entertaining for people who don't code. And that's just because my personality sparkles when I'm making stuff that I like. So find elected choices. Does this exist in here? I don't know. It might. I hope so. I hope this is all very similar. Yep, here it is. So then this is from label, and then poof, that should fix it. But now we need some tests, and we need to see what else is changed that needs to be included. This program is called Source Tree, and it doesn't have excellent font resizing capability, so it's a little harder for you to see the text. And it's a little harder for me to see the text. They do let me change the text size of like one of these spots, but not all of them, which is weird. Does this have it? You've turned off all the camera filters. Oh, I did. Why did I do that? I was having some major problems with my computer. Yeah, this is at 90% GPU. That's not great. OBS is being pretty silly right now. I don't know why. I don't know what OBS is doing that's making it take 90% GPU. That's not supposed to be true at all. It's better than using the CPU, but it's super hungry for stuff. I am using Snapchat, so there's no reason for me to turn those off, other than I forgot to turn them back on. So let me try it. Let's turn those back on. Twitch. Dashboard. I go full screen on coding days a lot of the time because I simply don't know a way to adequately show what's going on when when I'm coding, because it's just there's too many programs that are necessary to do the whole thing, to get it all done. So let's turn on these. And there's other ones that I was thinking of making. Remove cam filter. No, they're all timed, so they'll go off. They'll turn off by themselves. Okay. Give it a second, and then you may have to refresh. I don't know. Probably not. But they might work. Possibly. Cat update. He's soft and mute. Oh, I'm trapped under cat. Hope you're okay. I am okay, Delaney. It's good to see you. How are you? Oh, Belgiumit said, oh nice, the IE4 installer is actually included on the Y2K update CD, so that saves me a job. Oh, this is my Discord window, sorry. Like, there's a whole story behind that. That's cool, Belgiumit. Interesting project you're working on. Sounds like you're trapped in the distant past, but aren't we all? No, it's a known cat or a mystery cat? Known household entity. Okay, so in source tree, yeah, I don't know where the font thing is, but this is as good as it's gonna get. For up here anyway, for the important part, which is these things. So in Emoji Tetra, the commit that I'm looking for is this one. Save for parsing of move, pull, choice. The hardest part of Emoji Tetra fixing was that I had done something earlier that broke a lot of tests, and I was trying to fix them, and it took me a while to figure out what was going on. And I had to like roll some stuff back, and I still don't know exactly why some of them were failing. It doesn't make sense. But that's what took the longest, was just getting the tests fixed from something I had changed a long time ago. So the list of things that changed to fix fix the tetrabots: adding this, adding this, adding this. We did that. Adding this and this. We did that and that. And this. We need to cache the contents of... We need to process all the labels and turn them into lowercase letter versions, and then cache those in the static map, so that we can get them out easier later without processing them at the time. Which the order doesn't really matter, but we have to make sure that all those things get done. So now here we have this, and we just want to do move get lowercase label here. It occurred to me that I was looking through all the moves and doing things with them in more than one loop, and I didn't need to do a separate loop for each of those things. And so I just put another step into one of the loops in here in move, let's see, where we're caching all the values here. Oh, this one, it looks like I did the code cleanup afterwards, where I just made one loop instead of a loop for every single map. But I did a separate commit for the code cleanup. So I think I'll do the same here. I could just take this out like this, but it's a little bit cleaner in terms of the commit history to do like the functional changes as one commit, and then the nice code cleanup things that are not related to that change as a separate commit, just for archaeological purposes later, so I can understand what changes I was making in the past, trying to communicate with future me or any other developer who looks at my code. Setting up a Windows 95 VM to try and drive a piece of vintage photographic hardware. Whoa, that's intense. Goes back to what you were saying earlier about having too many things you want to stream, so bailing instead. I have so many projects. I just sought it, pick one, and do it tonight a few hours ago. That's the way. That's the way. I have so many dozens of things that I made like a wheel of indecision to spin on stream, which I've only used one time, but I could use it again later. Kind of have to make a new one though. So it's got things on it I already did. It's missing a lot of the recent things that I'm like, that's what I want to do. And I end up just doing the same things every day out of habit. So then I'm not doing all of the things that I want to do. It's easy to want to do things. It's easy to start more things. It's very hard to find the energy to do that many of them. But it's okay. Things to look forward to. Stacks of video games and board games and hobbies. And all the evidence shows that for sure I will live many, many more decades. Another 40 some years, maybe 50 years, and still most of these things I will never do, and that's okay. But I will do some of them, and I will have the option of doing all of them. It feels good to have options, sort of. Mainly because of the unexpected 3-day weekend over here. Oh, time for a hobby day. That's good. Delaney says, I'm okay, ache but good. Dance exercise last night. Oh, that kind of ache. That's a good ache. That's nice. Congratulations. Exercise ache, very pleasant compared to other aches. Oh, Teddy Cat Lick. Oh no. Be right back. Bedtime routine for kiddos. Book time. Question while on way, if you will. Favorite childhood book. Ooh, question for chat and for me. Everyone, what is your favorite childhood book? Very good question, Quadrine. We got an unexpected 3-day weekend here in British Columbia, Canada, too. My favorite childhood book, it's a tough one. I've actually never, ever answered this question before. Never really thought about it. I'm like switching my answer every 5 seconds as I think about it. Oof. Childhood book. In my childhood, personally, when I was a child, my favorite book was, in reality, Life, the Universe, and Everything, the third Hitchhiker's Guidebook, Douglas Adams' best book. The first one that has a plot. The only one that has a plot. But I could list others, but I'm going to stick with that. When I was a child, reading myself, not being read to by parents. Being read to by parents might have been Goodnight Moon. Is that my favorite? Probably. Oh no, it couldn't be. It would have been some Dr. Seuss, wouldn't it? Actually, no. I think I loved Dr. Seuss more as a teenager than I did as a toddler. Honestly, I was a huge Dr. Seuss fan, and disappointed to find out just how incredibly problematic a lot of his stuff ended up being. But his poetic forms are gorgeous. Him and Edgar Allan Poe are some of the best technical poets that I've ever read. I lurk. Brother One Talk. Good night. Good night, Delaney. Thank you for coming by, and thank you for lurking. Okay, so that's in there. Next thing in the list of changes, that's everything from the move class. The move class is now changed in all of the exact same ways in the two classes. Referee is changed in both cases in the same way, which is just this method name switched to the new method name from label. we can even see in the changes that have not been committed yet for Snake, we have the move class, which has the same list of changes here, here, and here. Though I'm not a fan of this spacing. Oh, that was collapsed. The actual text is not all one line. Oh, that was just IntelliJ trying to be cute. In this bit of code down here. So these things where it looks like it's all one line, it's not. It's just IntelliJ trying to like collapse it to be cute. So never mind. I don't need cute. I don't even know how exactly that to turn that back on or off, and I'm not interested in finding out. So now this becomes a more standard layout of a getter method. Then we have referee, which has the from label thing. We also have settings.gradle, where something else was happening that I never committed. And that could be an issue. Because I don't know if it's better this way or the other way. I remember I was having some problems I couldn't figure out that didn't make sense a few months ago or a year ago in some of my projects that related to this bit of code. So I don't know if I should change this, like commit this first or not, or just not commit it at all. Quadrin said for me it was George's Marvelous Medicine by Roald Dahl. Oh, that was a good one. Roald Dahl's so weird. And he was also problematic. He turned out to be a huge anti-Semite. Great poetry, though. I think it's still to this day my most read book, not including pictured books my kids make me read over and over again. I could be wrong. Was it Roald Dahl? I think so. It's just like some of these dudes from the past, like so horrible. Like they're just so talented and so horrible, coming from a place that they couldn't quite sufficiently question how horrible they were being. I mean, it's not that far in the past. Saying the past is a pretty weak excuse. Like, I don't really think that I would have, like, my other favorite authors were super racist. Like, Terry Pratchett, Douglas Adams were not super racist at all. Definitely Terry Pratchett was decidedly anti-racist. And he was old. He's from the past. Old Dahl's just an asshole. And so was Dr. Seuss. He had some progressive stuff, and he had some very, very regressive stuff as well. Which, in hindsight, once people pointed it out, I was like, oh yeah, that was fucked up. That's true. He did have that in there. I didn't notice when I was young, but it was right there. All right, so I think that's it for the code changes. I have to decide what to do with the settings.gradle change. Let me look at the one that is working fine in Emoji Tetra. Settings.gradle says properties equals new properties. Properties load source main resources build properties. That's the code that's red here that's been removed. Root project name. All right, I think I'm just gonna, I don't remember why I was doing this change. Router absolute path. I think it's because something wasn't working and I couldn't get it to work. And this was my attempt to like force it to work, and it was still having trouble. So hopefully whatever was going wrong isn't going wrong anymore, and we'll see. But I'm going to change this back to be the same as what's working fine in Emoji Tetra. If you want to know what this does, I can tell you, but it's a whole thing. It's not relevant to the task at hand right now. It has disappeared from the list of changes because it is now unchanged from the last commit. Hiccup Truck, hello, hello, Hiccup Truck. How are you? Good to see you. I'm fixing another one of my Twitter bots, or protecting it from future breakage at least. Let's see. So Emoji Tetra, the other change in Emoji Tetra is the tests. And all the tests that changed are in MoveSpec. I think all the other tests where it's doing like more integration style testing of like a whole bunch of different parts of the system, those, like, if you're sending an emoji and a space and the word left with a capital L to Twitter, and then you're reading that back that same thread, I guess I could make tests where it's like, let's show what happens when Twitter breaks part of the emoji character set and returns false information. I could do that. That would be a more thorough, professional, well-tested version of this change. But I can also just be like, knowing at a low level that how this works, and that like putting sending to Twitter something that says this, something that says box arrow down space capital D OWN, sending that string to Twitter, reading it back, and then just ignoring everything except the letters. That's what I want to test, and I know that that is the solution. Just thinking, would it be easy to write a test that exercises this change? And in a way, I already have, because it's a low-level test, but it's still exercising this change. It's showing what happens when the wrong string gets sent, that the right thing still happens. And I'll show you what I mean. So in MoveSpec, spec is a word for a test in a language called Spock, which is a variation of Groovy, which is a variation of Java, which has nothing to do with JavaScript. Welcome to corporate computer science. In Spock, we have, by convention, the word spec at the end of a Groovy class, where we're writing the specification for another class. So in MoveSpec, I added a couple of new tests, which is should lowercase and strip out non-letters, and should choose correct move from move name with or without emojis. And that's kind of my integration test, which is just testing move.from label. So I want to go to Emoji Tetra's thing and get those two tests. And because it's low level, this is just verbatim going to be the same tests again in MoveSpec. And then we're going to be done with this chain, with the code for this change. Groovy, game, MoveSpec. Oh, okay. It's not verbatim. So what's different is there's no left or right in Snake. There's no rotate in Snake. It's irrelevant. And there's no plummet in Snake. Those are all concepts from Emoji Tetra, or Tetris. And I noticed they stood out because some of these are green and some of them are white. And that's because the green ones exist and the white ones aren't resolving to anything. So the parser's like, what is this? I don't know what this is. So I'm just going to take out the ones that are white. Oh, I'll also stop. That doesn't exist in Snake. There's just down, left, right, and there's up. So we should put up. So let's do up and put the emoji. So there's two kinds of emojis here. If you look closely, the left one, the one that says left, the first one is this kind of thick arrow, and the second one is this more thin arrow. And the difference is just like it's more pronounced in other editors, like other ways of reading this text. In this editor on Windows, it looks not great. You can't really see the difference very well. In this view, you can see it a bit better. Actually, no, you can't. This one's even worse. Some of them have boxes and some of them don't. And it doesn't even make sense because it's like the two ones that say right look the same and the two ones that say left look the same, but the left ones don't have boxes and the right ones do. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I think that the actual characters for left and right arrows are actually like a little wrong in a lot of systems. That's what we're seeing here. But they look okay in most Twitter clients, like on the website and on iPhone. I'm just taking a dance break so I don't get a migraine. Feel free to move your body however you're most comfortable when you hear the music. Now, and also if you don't hear the music, please tell me. I believe it's playing correctly, but I'm not 100% on that. Okay. I need to put the up emoji here. Whoa. What's going on? Oh my god, Marky Mark has just raided with 17 viewers. Hello, Marky Mark. How you doing? Little Smoky raid. Whoa. Kestrel's here. Hornets is here. The Seawiz 26 is here. Hello. Hi, Marky Mark. How you doing? I saw you were streaming. You're streaming a little bit later than I expected. I think of you as a... oh my god, Sass Green Grandma. Oh, I wasn't following, but now I have. Hi, Sass. How are you? And thank you for following Front Chop. Why is it not... Oh, and Cater Blossom, thank you for the follow. Hi, Anne. How are you doing? Hi, Slivers. How's it going? Marky Mark, let me do a shout out and watch a clip, and then I'm going to ask you what you were playing. I know you're coming down off a stream. You got to take a moment. Shit. What is that? He's just stunned. Did you just commit murder in a video game and you can't handle it?
Oh, no.
I don't know what that was. I'm a mod too, such a fail. It's all good, Sass. I just mod people I trust, who I know. I'm like, more mods is better. More mods is better. Everyone who's a streamer, mod people. I encourage you to mod more people than you think you need. Because it's safer. It's safer to mod than not to mod. Oh, and Marky Mark is using the pronouns plugin, so my bot is able to correctly gender him in its description of his stream. He was last streaming Elden Ring Marathon with Mark, a 12-hour enjoyment. Well, this explains it. So Marky Mark, delightful fella. You should follow him. He's very funny and very charming and entertaining. He killed the doll. I don't know what that means, but he seemed very shocked by it. It was such a great clip from tonight. I was hoping that would come up. I mean, we could keep on hitting the button and hope it comes up, but if he has a lot of clips, it could be a while because it's random. This is the best clip. Can someone explain what the doll is? I don't know. I saw that he looked like stunned that he had killed, and I'm like, hey, you've played video games. You know murder is the norm in a video game. It's what you do. It's okay. It's okay to murder. We all know that. If the game tells you it's time to murder, you murder. But there was something else going on there that I don't know. Okay, so I put the up emoji, and now I'm deleting this one. But what I don't know is if that's the up emoji or if that's the full up emoji or just half of it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if up requires more characters. I'm gonna find out. The doll is your friend in Bloodborne who levels you up. Oh no. I've seen a spoiler. Okay, spoilers for Little Nightmares, which I have, but I haven't played. But I've seen people stream it and I've seen the ending where it's like the most disturbing thing happens. And it's a little bit like that, but worse. And it's narrative. It's like required. It's pretty bad. Up Emojipedia. How did your stream go? So Marky Mark, I normally don't see him as much on Twitter because we live in alternate universes. He streams in the morning when I'm deep asleep, and I stream in the evening when he's deep asleep. And I managed to catch one of his streams a couple weeks ago because he was streaming because he had just woken up. I was going to bed. And I saw he was streaming. I was like, oh, I'm just going to hang out for a little while. And it was like 6 in the morning my time. And I'm like getting ready for bed. And he's streaming some ooblets. And it was a lot of fun. Butt spot. To butt, I was very sweary towards the butt. Oh, butt spot. Tonight, I was very sweary towards the end. Swears are welcome here. I don't care. As long as they're not harmful, then they're all good. Swearing relaxes me. Let's see. Up arrow. So this is the up arrow emoji. Not emoticon, but emoji. And if I put that here, aha, it's thicker. And when I try to navigate through it with my arrow keys, I'm going like this. Here's a space, back and forth in the space. And then I try to go through the arrow key, and I have to hit the left key once. Cursor didn't move. Left key again. Now it moves. That's because there's 2 characters that are hidden inside of that thick arrow. So we're going to keep the thick arrow. That's what I was looking for. And copy it and put it with this space here. And then the other thin arrow, I only have to click once through it to get through it. That means it's just one character. So now I have the 2 different versions of the up arrow. And I'm testing both of them, and that's important. Because that's the whole point of this. So much swearing is required. Thick arrow. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to say fat arrow. That seems like it's getting into territory that's not what I'm looking for. But thick arrow, yeah. You know, the thick arrow. Hey, Kestrel. I'm going to shout out Kestrel as well. Kestrel's amazing. You should follow Kestrel. Oops, did I do it right? Yes, I did it right.
Like Goodnight Moon is saying, they redeemed some channel points for an Excel tip, so I have pulled up a little bit of Excel and showing off some stuff that can be helpful. Panda says, oh, gotta watch the VOD now? There you go. I mean, it's not a very long tip. It's possible that it could be clipped. Hopefully I did not speak for longer than 2 minutes.
Let's learn Excel.
On this, but yeah.
Oh, we didn't get the tip. Damn. Got everything else. The intro to the tip, but no tip. Great, I'm doing Excel. How thrilling. Hey, you know what? An echoing. I didn't hear an echo. Maybe. Excellent clip. Excellent clip. Nice. Does my pun command work? Let's find out. Listen, Kestrel, I was excited you were doing Excel because I'm doing Java coding, which is one level further from a video game. Like Excel, you could at least look at Excel graphically like it's some kind of a puzzle game. When you look at this is not a video game. This is pretty far. How do I format these again? I can do this when I'm not streaming. I just don't remember which command it is to. If I do this and no. Is it this one? No. Is it? Oops. Is it this? I think so. But this should do the whole thing, right? There we go. Okay. So these are supposed to line up, these pipe characters, the vertical lines. And the reason they don't line up when I just told it, make sure they all line up, is because I'm using emojis, and the way that it's counting, the way that this program is IntelliJ is counting. Now I write SQL, so same Z's. Yeah, right? I mean, it's sometimes the nerdiest possible thing makes good content if you care about it enough. I knew Sass would be on this. The intro to the tip, but no tip, sounds like most people's first times. I was like, I can't quite find the sexy version of what I'm saying about getting the tip, but Sass is here. I'm gonna delegate this crucial job to Sass. And I'm not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna wait for it. And Sass is here. She'll take care of it. She'll figure out, because my brain's busy streaming. I got a lot of things to think about. Can't quite come up with the right punchline for the tip thing, but I'm counting on her as a mod to figure out when we are expecting the tip, we don't get it, that there's a way of phrasing it that's just right. And she didn't let me down. Mod. Yes, dear mod. I mod lots of friends because I think it's safer to have too many mods than not enough mods. Basically, if you hang out with somebody a lot and they know what they're doing, then there's no reason not to mod them in my book. I have more mods than anybody that I know, and I encourage streamers to have more mods than they probably think that they need, because in a rainy day, the rainy day being when the Nazis show up, which they do once in a while, it's nice to have extra mods. Sass Lancy's jokes 100% of the time can delegate. Same philosophy here. Oh, you have a lot of mods too? Excellent. And then, it's also like a compliment. People like being a mod. If you hang out a lot and you're basically, if it's like a streamer that I hang out with a lot, I probably will just mod them, because that's another person who knows what they're doing, knows how streams work and what to do. And then I know some people are like, no, you have to ask people first. You can't just mod people. It's very rude. And I'm like, is it? Are you hurt? Is this a bad thing? You both came in here like, oh shit, I'm a mod. Were you like offended that I didn't ask you? I've never seen anyone be offended by it. They're usually like, oh neat, what can I do? And they start typing in commands, see what they can do. I'm not offended. Sass is not offended. And it is possible to offend Sass. I have seen evidence. Just surprised. Totally not offended. I didn't think so. And also, anyone who is a mod and doesn't want to be a mod, you have unmod powers. You can unmod yourself. Never seen anyone do it, but, in theory. Okay, I think I'm done coding. Coding the change. And now I'm going to run the tests, see if it works, and it'll be. I need to explain what this test is. I didn't explain it yet. But look, test pass 42, all green, nothing red. We did it. I'm like, I like the power too much to unmod myself. I thought so. Woo for test suites. Yay. Belgium says, I'm offended. More mods mean more people could take exception to my boring blather. I don't think boring is really going to bother anybody. They're only going to take exception to, when you're like drunk and angry and racist. So what this tests is the lowercase letters only method of the move class. Should lowercase and strip out the non-letters. So whenever we get something from Twitter that says arrow space capital L left, we turn it into lowercase left, no spaces, no emojis, no capitals, just lowercase left. Whenever we get the other arrow, this looks like we have a duplicate line here. Whenever we get the skinny arrow left, it also turns it into lowercase left. And then for another example of down, if we have lowercase down, capital, all caps with spaces, without spaces, doesn't matter, turns it all into this down. Lowercase down, no spaces. If we have thick arrow or thin arrow and a space and down with a capital D, we get lowercase down. That's it. So that's what lowercase letters only does. And then the next one is from label. Should choose correct move from the move name with or without emojis. Same thing, but different method. Well, not exactly the same thing. Oh, that was a very, very, very short one. That was the get up and dance sound alert that I need to change. Thank you, Anne. I thought that was the timer. So I have timers. Every 15 minutes, we all get up and dance. At least I do. I get up and dance to some music, so I don't get a migraine. Figured this out after years of streaming and getting migraines. And I encourage you to also move your body however you're most comfortable when it's time to dance. Girthy arrow. What is the funny, non-girthy, non-thick word? I couldn't think of it. I just said thin and skinny, which are both kind of whatever. Oh, there's the timer. It's time to dance the headache away. What is the... Okay, so if thick is the funny, sort of sexy word, and girthy is the funny, too sexy word, what is the opposite? What is the sexy word for narrow? Is it narrow? No. Not narrow. I don't know if there is a sexy word for it. But that's why Sass is here. Lackluster. Slim. That's fair. Slender. Oh, slender. That's good. I like slender. Hi, Twin Flower. Good to see you. Twins here. I thought it had been a while. Yes, thank you, Anne. It's every 15 minutes if it's working correctly, which I think it is. I need to change that one. The one that you did, Anne, was my first attempt, where I was like, oh, sound alerts, that's cool. And then put in some dance music, and that was like, seemed fine. Turns out YouTube is a little overly sensitive about even extremely short clips of music. So I replaced my own music. I replaced those clips with stuff that Shannaratter made in my chat, so that there's like, it's just public domain music at this point. But that short clip you did, Anne, is I just have to replace it, make it longer, and make it one of the public domain ones that doesn't trigger anything on YouTube. But it was when I was first trying the dance thing, I was like, oh, I'll just encourage people to please help me get up and dance. It's just like hydrate. Remind me to get up and dance. But I didn't have the whole timer thing, and I didn't have the camera. I didn't have the second camera. So I was just doing this. I was just like, look at my torso. Look at my dad bod. All right. And I did that for a little while, and I was like, it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of awkward. and it doesn't work if I don't comment on it. So then I had the epiphany that I could put a second camera up, and I could have a keyboard shortcut to switch cameras. And then I was like, oh, I could have timers. I could do this whole thing and just make it, this is my stream. It's a dancing stream, but not a dance game, because you can't play pop music on Twitch anymore. Lurking and folding laundry. Excellent. Welcome, Twin Flower. Good to see you. To the tune of Fraggle Rock, dance your cares away. Migraines for another day. Just let you play. Code is Twitter bots. Nice. Thank you, Quadrant. Love it. Shannaratter did the music bites for you? Yes. She heard that I was like having some trouble with finding music that wouldn't be an issue at all on YouTube, because when I export my VODs to YouTube, they all were saying there's some music in here that's making it like you can't monetize this or something. And I was like, I don't care about that. I just don't want it to poison anybody else's like sound. If I'm streaming with somebody else and they're getting my music, then it's annoying. I don't want to do that to them. And then YouTube said, actually, all these are fine, and the copyright owners have said it's okay. And I'm like, but they could change their mind. It's still there. It's still being detected by their system and reported to me as a potential problem in the future. I just don't want to bother. So I was talking about that with Ambi, who I stream with on Monday nights, and Shadowrunner is really into GarageBand, and she was in the chat, and she was like, "How long are these clips, Joe? These dance clips?" And I was like, "About 30 seconds." She was like, "Oh." And then, like, an hour later, she was like, "Joe, I made you 3 dance clips in GarageBand. Feel free to use them." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." But I didn't know what to expect, because someone gives you a random thing, you don't want to not use it, but you also don't know if it's going to be any good, compared to, like, I was looking for, like, the best dance music of all time. It's literally what I was looking for. I want the top 10 pop songs where you hear them, you must dance. You are, feel like your body will just start moving. You can't help it. They're so good. I found them. There's lists of those. And then I was like, okay, let me listen to these ones Shadowrunner sent me. Hope they're okay. And I listened, and they were like, they're not as good as the best of all time, of course, but they're surprisingly, like, really good. I was like, these are much better than most of the stuff I was finding when I was looking for, like Creative Commons music, stream safe music, where you do have to put credit somewhere in the description of every video, but you can play it and it's not going to get tagged by YouTube. But having to put the credit is also an extra step that makes it harder to use every single time. So then I was like, when I heard Shadowrunner's ones, I was like, these are excellent. Like, I do want to dance to these. I will use these. Thank you. You've saved me a tremendous amount of work. Love it here. Oh, good. Good to see you, Cater Blossom. So yeah, Shadowrunner, and I love giving her credit because she's here all the time, and she's great. And she's I think she and her husband were in here earlier eating pizza, and probably have gone on to other things. Good for the drive home. I came with the Mark rate. Excellent. You're most welcome, Cater Blossom. Please drive safe, and eyes on the road. I've been guilty of getting a little too involved in things, social internet things, while driving as well. But keep it to a very, very small minimum, when absolutely super safe. Oh, you're home. Okay, good. Love the evolution. Yes, thank you, Anne. I need to that's on my list of is basically, I think I might get rid of sound alerts. They don't necessarily do quite what I want. And now that I always have Mix It Up running, because it has so many things that I need, including especially the dance music, I can pretty much do my own sound alerts now. I can just do them on my desktop. I don't need the service. Kestrel said, I'm so glad you're home, Kate. It was so good. Now I'm wiped. Oh, what was your stream, Kestrel? What did you stream? Wait, I did a shout out for you before, and so it should be mentioned in chat. The last thing was you were last streaming board games, chill mini painting, Wonderland's War, 18 plus. Love it. Kestrel has a filthy mouth, and it makes me very relaxed. I enjoy a filthy mouth. Now I'm lost in chat. I'm scrolling. Where am I? Oh, yes. Quadran said, Shadowrunner is a provincial neighbor. I'm going to get to hang out with all weekend at Chuck's. Excited. I've never met her. I don't even know what she looks like, but she seems super nice. Oh, wow. Buttspot is having a day with an automated message about my migraines. Joe gets migraine butts from sitting in concert butting butt long. So I have a Tibbut, not a timer, but a Tibbut, to play some music and switch to his standing Buttmara for periodic dance breaks. You are invited to butt your body around as well. It was falling apart, and then you saved it at the end, Buttspot. You found a sentence that actually makes some sense. When the bots get sassy. Yeah, this is a bot making fun of another bot. You are invited to butt your body around as well. You've peaked. Retire now. That was magical. Yes. A plus, Buttspot. You're invited to butt your body around. I should use that. Everyone, when the timer goes off and you hear the music, you are invited to butt your body around as well. Oh, we were on Mark's stream, Kess and I, for the last 4 hours. Oh, because he did the marathon. Sweet. That's great. That's super fun. I was on voice for Marky Mark's stream with the absolutely amazing Sass Queen Grandma. Yes, she is amazing. I haven't had the pleasure of streaming with Kestrel yet, but I have streamed with Sass, and it is extremely amusing. I think it was clipped a bit. We on Board Game Blitz. There were some clips. Oh, there were clips. I am chaos. Good chaos. So all of these pass. This is roughly the same tests. Oh, I need to change these. This is roughly the same tests on top and on bottom, except that on this first test, these are strings showing the lowercase letters version of each of these labels. And this is the all caps green thing, which is not a string, it's an object. It's the move object that it represents the concept of down. And we're getting which move we're doing based on which text input Twitter sends us. So we do this, we run this. Substantial clips. I am supplemental chaos. Oh, you're your own independent source of chaos, Kestrel. You're just a little more Excel and a little less buttspot than Sass, which is not an insult. It's both are necessary for a balanced universe. You need different people to play different roles in the world. This description: Kestrel's more Excel, Sass Queen is more buttspot. Buttspot legit comparison. Okay, so all of these pass. So now we need to change the. Nope. We need to change the version. What am I doing? Here it is. So we're going to bump this to 2.7. We're going to build the project. We're going to do a couple of commits. 3 commits. Snake. We have move. Reviewing the code. Time for code review. Self code review, because I am working alone. We have a new map in Move called lowercase label to move, a map of lowercase label strings to move objects. In the static block, we have in one of the loops where we go through all the move values, we are putting into that map the lowercase label of each move and a reference to the move object. Then we have here the lowercase label as part of the move. Here we do not pass in the lowercase label in the constructor of the move. Instead, we figure out what it should be by calling lowercase letters only on the emoji and title case string, which has the emoji, the space, and then the word down with the capital D. And then here we have this whole thing, which I will read it again because we have more people in chat, and this is explaining a little bit more what's going on and why we're coding today. This is the from label method. Takes in a label, returns a move. Chooses the matching move for a specified label. Case insensitive. All letters must match, but all non-letter characters will be disregarded. This allows for Twitter's occasional changes to how it outputs emoji characters in poll choices to some Android and Java clients. This makes the text matching algorithm more robust against future unexpected Twitter changes about which emoji characters they output to various clients, like when they stopped revealing boxed arrow characters in poll choice labels to some Android and Java clients on September 13, 2022, which was 4 days ago, which broke this poll bot. It actually didn't break this poll bot. I don't know why. It broke 2 other poll bots. No idea why. Only letters get compared. Numerals, emojis, white space, punctuation are all ignored. I will change, for factual correctness, I will change that comment, which broke, not this poll bot, which broke some of my poll bots. I'll be vague about whether it was this one because I'm not entirely sure, and it sort of doesn't matter. I just adding this change makes it so that when Twitter breaks this type of thing, it won't affect any of my bots. The label is the string to look up. We return the matching move object. In the from label, we lowercase the letters from whatever label we received from Twitter, and then we look up the appropriate move from this map. And then there's the lowercase letters only method, which is could actually be private because it's not really getting called anywhere else. But it does have to get called by the test. So whatever, I'll just leave it public. And this takes the input, it makes a string builder, it goes through a loop of every character in the input string. If that character is a letter, it turns it into its lowercase version, adds it to the output, and outputs the result. That's that. When I get shy with my movements, if I'm on a call with somebody and they don't know why I'm dancing, I don't throw my hands up as much, and it doesn't work as well. I need to throw my hands up to like get out of breath a little bit, to get enough of my blood flowing and my lungs working that the bad migraine stuff doesn't hit. Kestrel said, "Okay, I'm gonna be lurking post stream self-care." Yeah, you gotta go do all of the stuff that you can't do when you're streaming. Go do it. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. Where am I? And then get lowercase label is just the getter for that thing. Here we have in the referee class where we choose what's the winner of the poll, we have instead of from emoji and title case where we used to look up which move won based on the exact text of the label from Twitter, now we're just doing it. Now we're just looking up the move generally from that label, but actually under the hood, we're only looking at the letters, not the emojis of that label. If anyone has any questions, let me know. I know that this is repetitively super obvious to a few people and utterly over the heads of a few people who have no clue what I'm talking about, but just enjoy the sound of my voice. Both are valid reasons to watch a stream. But if anyone has any specific questions, I'm happy to answer them. It's one of the reasons that I'm streaming instead of just coding on my own. I also like hanging out with you. And then move spec, I apparently have deleted a line down here. Didn't mean to, don't need to. I will discard that change. Oh, I see. So I did some auto formatting that I wasn't aware of. I don't care right now about that either way. I'm just going to leave it. So here I added the two tests, one for the lowercase letters only method and one for the from label method. And that's it. Everything else basically works the same because it's supposed to. So all of my other tests that do all kinds of complicated testing of like, what if we sent this to Twitter and we got this back and all this, those all still work the same. This isn't functionally changing anything except protecting us from these cases where Twitter sends something a little bit odd and we want to read it as if we only care about the letters that are in it. What this won't work with is if I ever want to put something in a poll that's like move 2 spaces to the right, like move right 2 with the numeral 2, then this will break that. So I have to make sure that if I ever do make a poll bot using some of this code, that where I want to like have an option for some of the poll choices to be like, go faster, move 3 that way, then I got to remember to change the code so that it's not just letters, but letters and numbers. I was thinking about doing that now, but I was like, no. None of my stuff right now uses any numerals. It's all letters and emojis and spaces. So it's just going to be letters for now. So these are going in. This is, what is this? What was the text of the other one? Safer parsing of move poll choice. That sounds good. Let's do pretty much the same thing. Safer parsing of move poll choice, because Twitter sometimes changes how it outputs emoji characters from poll choices. Lovely. Build.gradle has a change of the version number, which is going to make the file that we output from compiling the whole program going to have a different file name, and that's helpful to keep track of. But before I do that, I did want to clean up 1 or 2 things. As a separate commit, I can go ahead and do this cleanup that the editor was trying to do for me, removing some extra blank lines that I don't care for. And then there was in move, there was this, where it occurred to me as I made more and more of these loops, looping through all the move values to do something with each type of move object, that like having loops over and over again, it's not bad. It doesn't hurt anything, but it's also just a bunch of extra noise in the code that doesn't solve a problem. And it's a little bit cleaner, simpler to just go once through the move values list and do what you got to do with each move, which in this case is put them into 3 different maps for caching based on 3 different strings of how you might want to get them out. I actually don't know if the emoji title case is even used anymore. Is this used? Find usages. It's only used in the test. Maybe it shouldn't be used. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind. Actually, I could just remove that. It doesn't solve the problem, but it's okay. I'm going to leave it for now. It's a little bit of extra clutter, but it's also clear to me what it was there for in the first place. All right, so now we just have this little bit of cleanup is good. This little bit of styling is some more cleanup. So we'll just call this code cleanup. And then this is version 2.7, commit 2.7, copy this, tag that commit with that label of 2.7, push all of it to GitLab. Oh no, authentication via SSH keys failed. Do you want to launch the SSH key agent and retry? I guess. You've already loaded an SSH key. I know I did. So why isn't it working? I don't know. Let's do it again. Put that in here and try it again. Push to GitLab. Please work. Okay, good. Code is done. The build, let's rebuild now that I've made another code change. And then this is going to run the tests. It's going to build the all the tests passed. That's good. And then it's going to this is just some stuff that happens that outputs while the tests are running. Build successful and all good. Then we're going to go upload that to Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services, where the bots run, where the bots live. Snake, snake, snake. Here we go. Upload this thingy. Nope, not emoji tetra. Upload the snake. And it should have the Twitter secrets in it already because of how I have the building system working. We go to build libs for some reason. Snake 2.7, the new version, -all.jar. Jar is a Java archive, which can also be a nice little jar icon. And then as soon as that finishes saving, then we can turn the timer back on. Well, it's okay. There we go. 7 megabytes uploaded. Successfully updated the function snake. Let's publish a new version 2.7. I don't usually remember to do this, but it's not bad to do. Helps me keep track of earlier versions sometimes. And now we got to go in their awkward little interface. And why is the trigger not here? Oh, because this is a different version. So we have to go to snake. And now the trigger is Event Bridge Cloud Watch Events, which just means a timer. Snake schedule. I turned off the snake schedule because I thought that all of the Twitter bots that use polls were broken, because why would only some of them be broken if they're coded the same way? No one knows. And now I will enable this. And the timer says on the 8, 28, and 48 minute of each hour. And it is now 56. So we've missed one of these. The next one will be on the 8 minute of the next hour at 8:08. That's when we should expect emoji snake game should become active again. And there's a little too much retweets on those. There's going to be some automated retweet removal in a little bit. But this one from September 13th, it should reply to this one, and we can check that in about 11 minutes. We should see the next one of these show up, showing that it didn't break anything and that it's on again and working again. And that's it for that task. It is complete. We've succeeded. We did it. Now the question is, what do I want to do for the rest of the stream? There's people here. Hi, people. And this is where I have like lots of things I could stream, and I've sometimes get stuck making lists of like, oh, I want to do this and this and this, and then I end up doing none of those things. What I was gonna stream like a week or two ago was Untitled Goose Game. Let me think. So Untitled Goose Game is something I've been thinking about, and Board Game Arena I'm always thinking about. If there's enough people here, we could play some Jackbox. Honk! Belgiumet's already voting. I have a bunch of board game Steam apps that I've been thinking of streaming, that I made layouts for in OBS, like Potion Explosion and Sagrada and Splendor and Burgle Bros and Ticket to Ride. And there's also a lot of let me open Steam and let me set my category for the moment to just chatting. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Uncle Gramps is here. Hey, Uncle Gramps. Honk, honk, honk. I was gonna brush my cat's teeth because that's entertaining and necessary, and it's good for their teeth. And that way they won't be up all night because I'll wake them up now instead. Howdy, Joe. Howdy, Uncle Gramps. How you doing? Good to see you. Honk. More honks. Wow, there's so many honk emotes. That's funny. It's such a meme. Belgiumit said, I mean, I could go for Jackbox, maybe, although I seem to have a headache coming on myself now, so it might disappear soon, and it's 4 a.m., but hey. I understand, Belgiumit. I do what's necessary for your head, first of all. Good to see you, too. Thanks for coming, Uncle Gramps. Um, and for using the pronouns plugin. I appreciate that. I recommend everyone register in pronouns.alejo.io with your pronouns. You don't necessarily even need to install the browser plugin yourself, but if you register there, then streamers can identify your can know your pronouns. They'll be next to your name, and it's helpful so that we don't have to try to remember everybody's pronouns and get them wrong when we can just have nice name tags in chat. Ooh, it's time. Uncle Gramps is always interested in Jackbox or BGA. Well, that's good. You definitely do that. I am always up for BGA. And Jackbox when there's enough people. When I've tried to play Jackbox on stream with a small audience, it's a little sad if it's like there's 3 people and we're like, we're having fun. And it's like, yeah, but this is not a 3-player game. It's like, it's supposed to be more people than that. Dance break! Dance break! I need to make a dance emote. It's on my long list. There's also, but before we do that, I do want to brush the cat's teeth. But before we do that, I have obsessively collected. Why is downloads on here? Go away, downloads. Let's see. There's board games. Got lots of board games on Steam, but I also have there's my migraine games, my puzzle games, my single-handed games I can play while I'm eating. And oh, golf with your friends is fun. But other people have to have it as well. There's the Twitch games. Games that are specifically great on Twitch. Including One Troll Army that basically no one's heard of, but it's like the chat versus the streamer. And it's pretty funny. I haven't streamed it yet, but it's pretty funny. I've played it. Stream Quest, where chat controls a little rogue fighter in a dungeon fighting monsters, collecting potions and scrolls, and the chat controls it by typing in chat, which I think is awesome. Stream Racer, where it's kind of like marbles on stream, but everyone's a car going on a racetrack. Stream Games is a whole bunch of those different things. Stream Arenas, I think people in chat fight each other. These are all like control it through chat games. One Troll Army is like that too. I'm really into those. I haven't played them as much as I want to because it's like there's a chicken egg problem. You have to have a big enough audience to make them fun. I like ones where if there's 0 people in chat, it's fun. If there's 1 person, 2 people playing, it's fun. If there's 100 people, it's fun. I like it when it doesn't really expect a player count. It's still designed to work. I'm going to have to get some more water because I'm talking so much. Understandable. I'm sorry, I forgot we were talking about that was understandable. That's the Twitch delay curse. And Tic-Tac Together is basically in the style of like a Jackbox game where everybody communally plays. Wait, do they ever all have to have it? I think there's a website and you choose based on you just go on the website like a Jackbox game and only 1 person has to have it, I think. It's group tic-tac-toe, but it's kind of funny. Understandable. Jackbox being less fun with only a few people. Yeah, it's like, you had so much fun playing Jackbox with your 10 friends, and then you're with 3 friends, and you're like, this is fun. Yay. And it's like trying to have fun without mentioning the fact that we're a little disappointed. So that's very dependent on how many people are active in chat, how many people are interested in playing. And I'm sure after lots of coding, after Mark's exciting 12-hour stream, when I finished my coding task, I'm sure plenty of people dropped off, as they should, as every raid normally has plenty of drop off, especially when they're going to someone they don't know, or the activity of the stream is something that they're like, this is not what I planned on spending time watching. But I wanted to get it done. It's I need to do coding streams because I have a lot of projects I want to do, and coding streams are kind of fun. But I want to mix them with the other stuff that I want to do, because I end up being like, I don't have the energy to do as many streams per week as I'd like. So if I do both in one stream, I think I'll enjoy that. So I'm trying it out. So let me make a poll. So, what should we play? We got Board Game Arena. Oh, I didn't explain Chef Squad. Chef Squad is amazing. Chef Squad is this game that's also chat-based, and it's got it's a restaurant, and we all work at the restaurant, and anyone in chat who wants to play types a certain thing in chat, and then orders come in, and we all have tasks to do. We have to type those tasks in chat correctly. So the streamer has to assign people to positions in the kitchen and ask them to please cut some lettuce, cook some meat, serve some customers, take out the trash, all these restaurant tasks. And you have to pay attention to what the game is telling you in your position that you need to type in chat in order to accomplish the goal fast enough that the customers don't get mad and leave. It's pretty cool. I don't know how it plays with smaller player counts. I think it probably scales down pretty well. I think it doesn't need that many players. Board Game Arena, Chef Squad. Oh, I want to show One Troll Army. One Troll Army is... I don't know why more people don't play it. It's cool. It has a Warhammer looking feel to it. You build like buildings in your town, and you're basically all these little goblin orc people, and you have this one troll, and the troll is played by the streamer, and the troll is there to protect the town from the invaders, all the people coming from different directions and attacking. And it starts out easy, it gets very hard, and it plays automatically with 0 players, besides the one streamer player. But when there's people in chat who want to play, it also lets the people in chat control the attackers and decide where they're coming from, how they're attacking, what they're doing. And it's very clever. It's a very clever, like, audience scalable game that works with a small or large group. And I've been meaning to play it for honestly for years. I've played it, but I haven't streamed it yet. Stream Quest. Stream Quest is on my short list that I want to play, because I think it's interesting. It's very clever. It's like a little rogue game that is up, down, left, right, attack, defend from chat. Chat votes on the next move every minute or two. And it's pretty sweet. Tic Tac Together, maybe. Not Choice Chamber, not today. And of course, there's hundreds of other games that I want to play. Oh, Untitled Goose Game. I'm just going to do that. And the limit on a Twitch poll of 5 items is going to help me narrow it down. Okay, I'm going to do a 1-minute poll to see how much activity there is in chat and what people would like to play. So right now, at the top of chat, for the next minute, vote on any of these that sound interesting to you. Happy to watch and or play anything. Sweet. Thanks, Uncle Gramps. And I think that probably chat's died down now a bit, so wow, that will impact like what I end up picking. There's a vote for StreamQuest, very interesting. I'm intrigued to try StreamQuest out myself. Untitled Goose Game has a vote. All right, finish your voting. I'm gonna get some water and I'm gonna get a cat and brush their teeth. I'll be right back. Look how efficient. Oh no, a perfectly useless poll. Incredible. GG chat. I have never seen a Twitch poll go so poorly, except when there's no votes at all, which doesn't happen much because you don't usually poll when there's no one talking. Um, well, okay, interesting. Don't go anywhere, Amethyst. Not yet. We're not ready yet. Okay. Well, we'll play something. Maybe I'll try a different poll with a smaller number of things. Let me switch to this view. Where is it? Where is it? Have you played Goose? A little bit. Not a lot. Where's my view? Oh, I think it's I meant it to be this. Here we go. Okay, Amethyst. Have you played Goose? I love it. I'd vote for that. Okay. Goose is so cute. You can do 2-player Goose, and then there's two. Well, that's possible. Could do that. Okay, Amethyst. Okay. Let's just get it over with, huh? Well, those count as votes. And there weren't other votes. There weren't many votes for any one item. There was a vote for each item, because I made it a very short poll. And Untitled Goose Game is fun, and I've written tweets for it already, so it's ready to go. Good girl. Good girl, Amethyst. We got the sensitive spot done, I think. Although, be careful about the back teeth as well, that I don't hurt her. All right. Good girl. There we go. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Good girl. Amethyst seems so chill. Yeah. There's things that she's chill about and things she's not. If I cut her claws, she would be growling and screaming and biting. But for teeth brushing, she's just like, please don't hurt me. So Amethyst likes to come when I take a shower. She comes afterwards now and cuddles with me for 15 minutes on the edge of the bathtub. Well, my legs are still hot. She likes heat, and she likes pets in certain circumstances. And it's our thing. And she did it so much that eventually Nibbler, who's kind of mean to her sometimes, started coming in to see what all the fuss was about. And when he's in the bathroom, she is like, I'm out of here. I don't feel comfortable. I'm leaving. And this has been happening more recently, where he comes in and she won't cuddle with me anymore. And then, I know you know this, but she's a good cat, Joe. I know. She's a very good cat. She's exceptional. So Nibbler has been following her in the bathroom, and they both come in, and then she just won't cuddle. She'll just leave. And today, for the first time, I took a shower, and then Nibbler came in first. And I was like, oh, didn't expect to see you. Hello, Nibbler. And I was like, Amethyst, are you coming? Do you want to cuddle? and she pushed past him and came and cuddled anyway. And he just sat on the toilet, the closed toilet cover, and was like trying to figure out what the fuss was about. What are we doing here? And I was like petting him a little bit and petting her a lot. And she just decided today that she wasn't going to let Nibbler control her life. And if she wants to cuddle, she's not gonna stop just because Nibbler's coming. Have you seen the Clippy Sacks? What in the world is that? It's Clippy Sacks. And because of who's saying it, I'm like wondering what other connotations it has. What are the Clippy Sacks? Is it flavored toothpaste? Yeah, it's poultry flavored. Poultry flavor. Does this focus? Yeah, kind of. Almost. Kind of. It's this. And it's these little teeny tiny toothbrushes. And I keep their jaws closed, because if I let them control their own jaw, then they'll just like just chew the hell out of the toothbrush and like ruin it, which makes it very painful later when toothbrush is all splayed out and stuff. It's like a little sack you put your cat in so you can clip their nails. Oh, those clippy sacks. Yeah, I've seen some stuff like that. I've also seen space helmets for cats. They make these clear space helmets to put on a cat's head, which some vets use when they are doing stuff to the cat and don't want to get bit. Lady Taka is dancing with me under the waterfall of confetti. Sweet. Was there confetti? I should put confetti. That's a good idea. Hi, Lady Taka. Good to see you. I'm going to shout out Lady Taka. Oh, wait. Is it going to be that same clip again? You haven't been streaming that much. I don't want to embarrass you. Just follow Lady Taka. She's starting to stream. I've played Fall Guys with her on her stream. She's very fun. But I don't know if she wants me to shout her out with the... Oh, there's some confetti. Nicely done. Meant to tell you earlier, but I was tired. Been playing a ghost hunting game lately. And Joe, I'm spooked. What ghost hunting game? Is it Phasmophobia? I kind of wanted to play Phasmophobia for a while. And then the more I saw it, the more I was like, well, it's first person. First person games make me sick. So I probably can't play it for very long. Then I started reading about how it's very buggy. And people will get annoyed at that. Then I started reading about how it was made. That it was like a mod of a better game, but it was turned into a ghost game just by changing cosmetics. But it's full of bugs, and the developers just like cashing in on this mod of someone else's work and not bothering with bug fixes. And it's like more and more reasons why I'm like, I'm glad people enjoy it. It looks fun. I just don't know if I want to bother. Oh, it's fine, that clip. I posted it on my YouTube channel as well. I plan to stream both. Here, I'm going to shout out Lady Taka. Phasmo, yes. You're spooked. You're spooked? I mean, it's kind of did its job, right? Oh, this is a different clip.
Go, Ben, hit him. Get that chicken. All right, you got him, you got him. Where's the
Fall Guys is hard. Ooh. I don't think I played that level. It doesn't look familiar.
Low, child.
Oh, pinball level. I've seen it.
Okay.
Seen the pinball, but I haven't played it. I think. Yeah, Phasmo. What clip is this? I don't know. It was a pinball level. Also warning about my language. No warnings. Thanks, Automod. Automod is like, do you want to allow the word cowards? Yes, I do. From Delaney, I want to allow the word cowards. I have it because Evelyn wanted to play it a year ago. We're cowards, but every once in a while, we like to play scary games and be cowards together. Like when we did Alien Isolation while drinking. And every time the alien booped us, we switched to was playing. Nice. I think I started Alien Isolation, and I almost immediately was like, ooh, this camera movement is not going to work for me. It's going to make me feel very ill, very fast. I'm afraid I don't know anything about Phasmo's history, but I will say it's been pretty non-buggy that I've been playing. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. And it's not like terrible history. It's just this is just like rumor gossip that I've seen on the internet. People complaining about video games. Sorry, I missed it. What was the game you didn't care for because of development? It was Phasmophobia, but it's honestly don't take it. Take this with a grain of salt because this is just like people being kind of like pissy on the internet about stuff and maybe not entirely correct. I read that it was made as a mod of another game and that the developer wasn't doing a good job of bug fixes. But you know how people are about the video games online. They'll say that about everything. So if it's working well for you, great. I'm glad. I think the main reason that I'm less enthusiastic than I used to be about Phasmophobia is like with my hundreds of games that I still want to play, it's a first person game. If it were third person, I'd be really into it. But first person is very difficult for my body. It makes me get sick pretty fast and can lead to a migraine. It can be like I can play for 30 minutes, depending on the camera movement. Might be fine, might be pretty bad. And if depending on what you're supposed to do, if you're supposed to look at a wall and not move the camera around, I'm fine. If you're supposed to constantly like search and search and search and search, I'm gonna get sick faster. And then as soon as I do, it's gonna turn into a migraine that lasts about 12 hours. So it's not worth it. Third person, I'm more okay with in general because I can fixate on the character that I'm playing and they're always not moving in relation to the camera. For some reason, that prevents the motion sickness that gives me the migraine. I was pretty involved with the Phasmo at the beginning and can say the development has improved and pretty sure it was never a mod of a game as it was written for VR. Well then, completely disregard what I said because it was just something that I read on the internet that's probably super wrong. And this is the imaginary cat. Kind of reminds me of the Stray cat, the cat from Stray. So I finished Stray on stream. Hugs, I know your migraines are the worst, and so respect you for learning what triggers them. Yeah, it's just a huge amount of work. Forehead biscuits, making biscuits from my soft, pliable forehead. Quadrid said, I don't do horror movie or games, but I bought Jurassic Park VR game, which is very similar to Alien Isolation. No combat, all stealth, avoid or die. I tried it out, but had to turn it off before my first raptor encounter due to anxiety, sweat, heart palpitations, terrified. Oh, because VR just hits you on your unconscious before you can even think about it. I like Stray. You should try Strange Horticulture. It's on my list. I'm very into potion games. I'm obsessed with, I think I should just turn off. I probably should get rid of this filter because it changes the background color too much for the green screen. But for now, I could just turn off the green screen because it's not really necessary. Let's see, this. No, that would be under, I have to find it. Nested scenes, this one. There, we're green. Oh. It changes the background color so much that like I'd have to reset the filter each time this goes on or off. So the filters that change that color too much are not super great for my stream that's mostly green screened. I liked Stray too, but the ending was disappointing. It needed the cat needed to go back with the cat family. That was simple, like need a happy ending. Very, very easy 2-second clip at the end, like just show one of the other cats is there. That's all I need. And they didn't do that. And that kind of made the whole thing like kind of a letdown. But the game is really good. It just needs that ending because it's very emotionally impactful. There's a lot of sadness. And then it needs that success at the end to close it up because it started with like, this is home is family. You're separated from them. Well, you have to get home again. And you don't. You get free, but you don't get back to your family. But there's no reason. And then I saw this YouTube video. I was searching Twitter for reactions to that, and I saw this YouTube video this guy made where he analyzed everything in Stray, and he was like, this is a map of every single location in Stray all put together, including the beginning, the end, and everything in the middle. These are the landmarks. This is how you know what you're looking at. This is where the things are. And he says at the end, you're looking out at the entire city, the entire game, all the places you've been, and you can see all of them. Here are the landmarks. You walk through here, then here, then here, then here, then Midtown, then Uptown, then you took the train, then you went to the control room, and then you're at the end. And he was like, so following all of this, we can follow the path the cat took at the beginning of the game. And at the beginning, the cat went around this long area that was basically surrounding all of the city that's inside. And then at the end, you're at this location, which means if you go for 20 seconds to the right, you're back where you started, where the cat family lives. So, and the cat does go to the right at the end. So therefore, using all of this logic, we can demonstrate that in all likelihood, the cat did end up back with its family. And I was like, well, that makes me feel a little better. But it's a bit tortured to get to try to force that reality in based on all that logic, instead of just having the developers just show one quick second of a cat with another cat. That's all I need. I ugly cried watching Stray. Yeah, Stray's pretty sad at the end. I think it's because it's European. That's my theory. I mean, it's really about an individual writer, but that individual writer and all the people who approved that story are European. And it's a small indie company. It doesn't have a big publisher saying like, no, Americans need a happy ending. You need to make this more satisfying. They're raised with European cinema. I could be wrong, but I think the studio that made it is in a country where they probably watch a lot of European cinema that is of the philosophy that life is hard, and to be real, you need to end stories with death or disappointment. Otherwise, it's not real, and it's not real art. It's not like real cinema. In American culture is the opposite. American culture, it's like, well, that ending sucked. I need a happy ending. I didn't come here to be miserable. If I want to be miserable, I can go live my own life. So as an American, I was like, okay, Stray was good, but it could have been great if you added one picture of them, like the cat with the family of cats at the end. That's all it needs. Sliver said, oh wait, let me go back. Delaney said it would not handle JP VR well. Would not handle JP non-VR well. JP. Oh, Jurassic Park. Oh, being attacked by dinosaurs. I could see that. Sliver said it's weird as I don't do horror anymore after being a parent, but Phasmo I find intriguing and really could care less if I die. As long as I get a good picture of the ghost, playing with Mandy Hutchinson is the funnest. Oh, I bet. Oh, Mandy's great. I could totally see playing. If Mandy invited me to play Phasmophobia, I'd probably be like, okay, I'm gonna have to like take a lot of breaks, but yes, I'll play Phasmophobia with Mandy. Quadrian said, yeah, but the start of that VR game is all set up. You see dinos in the distance, or in places you know you're safe from, and you also keep hearing noises in the next room or behind you. It's incredibly good and incredibly thematic, but my body cannot handle it. Yeah, I totally understand. The same way with a lot of things. I did playing as well. I didn't ugly cry. I cried a little at the end of Stray, but I didn't ugly cry because I had a spoiler. Because I knew it was gonna be sad. Someone had said the end was kind of like a little disappointing and a little sad. So I knew there was gonna be some unpleasantness coming. And when it happened, I was like, I get it. It's sad, but I feel a little manipulated, and I feel like I've been here before. I feel like this trope of like who dies and how and when, I experienced it in 1986 in a text game when in Planetfall, when like the childlike robot that you're with doesn't make it, and it's the most adorable character I ever read in any literature, and it was in a text game, and the robot dies in Planetfall, and I wept, and I was like, wow, that's good writing. And to have it happen again now was kind of like, sorry for the spoilers. I guess that was a spoiler. But to have that kind of sadness happen at the end of a video game now, I was like, okay, I get it. I did have a reaction when the cat started getting emotional. When you see the cat's reaction, I was like, yep, now I'm going to cry a little bit. But I was ready for it, so it didn't hit me as hard. And then I was also kind of like, I was thinking about it. I was in my head about like what the ending is going to be, and I wanted to get to the end, but I knew it wasn't going to be what I wanted. So I was like, I had already put my expectations in a certain place. I just figured the developers watch too much anime. That's possible. That was my guess. Why didn't they just show another cat? Yeah, that's besides sequel. I don't think that it would matter. I don't think that the story capabilities of Stray to have a sequel would be there exactly the same amount whether you show another cat or not. Because like having another cat on screen sometimes, like they should do that. It should be in the sequel. Like the best part of Stray was the first scene where you're not hanging out with robots, you're hanging out with cats. And I replayed the first scene and took my time because I was like, this is the best part. I don't know why they're not hanging out with cats more. I mean, I know it's sort of in the narrative why it's like you're the cat. There's no second cat. As far as gameplay, but more cats would have been fine. Is my microphone popping too much? It's turning red sometimes. I think I need to turn it down. Oh, you know why? I think the gain is up too high. I need to turn the gain down a little. Because people were telling me I was too quiet on Discord, so I turned it up. But now it seems like it's too high on stream. That's looking a little better. I think it's popping less. I need to get a big pop. I need to get a big pop thing. Foam cover for this. And the pot died, I couldn't stop crying. Yeah, that was the ultra sad part. And yet, I was more disappointed that the cat didn't visibly get back with the family. What did Sliver say? I just figured the developers watch too much anime. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch enough anime to know. I just thought it was because they were European. Just watched a European horror suspense movie with a very dark ending. I bet. Even American horror ends with not a very happy ending, just a little bit. Quadrin said, it's funny, I love Moon, right up to the last 30 seconds. The happy ending radio clip bit ruined the ending. I would prefer the end to On an Unknown. Oh, I don't remember the end of Moon, but I generally am the opposite. I don't like endings on an unknown. Endings on an unknown mostly are just like, I just feel like, you're the writer, just tell me what happened. I don't want to write it. I don't know. Floyd, that was it. Thank you, Belgiumet. Floyd was the robot who had the personality of a child, of a delightful child in Planetfall. Yeah, and Floyd dies and has this speech that's very, like, poignant as he's dying. It's like Short Circuit when he's bleeding, sobbing watching it as a kid. Oh, yeah. Short Circuit, it was a very, very relatable robots. More than B12, I thought. Because B12 didn't talk in English. He buzzed. Hello, Eric. How's it going? Welcome. Hello. Thank you for dancing with me, Lady Taka. Eric has streamed in the past, but doesn't stream as a habit. Eric writes a lot of detailed board game reviews. A lot. It's peaking a bit, yes. And I don't want it to peak. I think I think I've fixed it so it's not peaking. Trying to keep it out of the red most of the time. Into the yellow and out of the red as best I can. Tell me if the microphone's peaking, please. I want it to not do that. Not a fan of the suitcase in Pulp Fiction then. Um I'm okay with the suitcase in Pulp Fiction because it's not that important and it's not the ending. Like if Pulp Fiction were like, we got to find the suitcase, the suitcase, the suitcase. It was like, if it was 2 hours of suitcase talk and at the end they found the suitcase, opened it, didn't see anything, and then the credits rolled, I'd be like, that's not very good. But because they didn't show it and you get to like imagine it's some like magic religious thing or whatever, like that's fine. That's kind of interesting, and but it's also doesn't matter. It's not like what the movie's about. The movie's about all the other stuff, all the stuff that happens. Altair's final flashback scene in Assassin's Creed Revelations, the third Ezio game, broke me. It was so well set up, and it was obvious what was about to happen as the camera started to slowly pan, but it was beautiful. I didn't play that one yet. Did I? I lost track. I don't know. Assassin's Creed's morality is so fucked. And I tried to make sense of it, and I started reading blog posts about it. I was like, they were like, no, no, it's nonsense. It's total nonsense. It's a fake philosophy. I was like, okay, it's not just me. But it is fun. I mean, it's super fun. Um, there's so many Assassin's Creed games now. I don't remember that one. The third Ezio game. I might have played it, and I can't remember it. Um, I'm good hanging out, waiting for a flight. Oh, where are you flying? You going to Essen or something? Um, Thumbs up. I actually was just writing, and then I got tired. Yes, getting tired is what writing is about. So you were on, and here I am. Welcome, Eric. Good to see you. Eric and I play a lot of Board Game Arena, like a lot, like every day. Headed back to San Jose. Was in DC for work, and then visited family. Oh, good, sweet. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to you? I missed something. I think the AC was the one in Constantinople. Um, that AC was the one in Constantinople. I think I might have played that one. I'm not sure. I need to get Nibbler and catch him because he's probably gonna know that it's time to brush his teeth, and then we're gonna redo that poll. Sounds good. Oh, your audio sounds good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Uncle Gramps. I'm glad that it's better now. It looks better on the sound bar thing. It was like peaking before, like nasty way. Let me see if I can catch Nibbler. I'll be right back. Oh wait, I know what I want to do. Um, Instead of just dead air, I could do a whole thing to avoid dead air, but instead, what I want to do is um, do that poll again, but different, and also not make it 1 minute, but make it 5 minutes. Because it'll take that long anyway to finish brushing the cat's teeth. Chef Squad, chat-based cooperative game. Stream Quest, chat-based cooperative game. Not Streak Quest. That would be a whole other one. Wow. Streak Quest. Stream Quest. Untitled Goose Game. What did I put before? I forgot. It was. It was. There's golf with your friends, but I think everybody would have to have that, and I don't know who does. Um, oh, Donut County is fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Board Game Arena. And honestly, that's enough because when it was split 5 ways, let's have it not be five. So somebody who voted will have to change their vote. I did this poll like half an hour ago, and of 5 different games we could play, each one got 1 vote, and we were like, all right, we did nothing. Fabulous. So now we have a 5 minute poll. Please vote for something in the poll, and we'll do that thing. One of the things that gets the most votes. when I finish brushing Nibbler's teeth, which I have to go catch. Well, that was easy. He was so asleep. He was so sleepy, he didn't even see me coming. Sleepy boy. Sleepy boy. Hi, Nibbler. How was your nap? I interrupted your nap. I'm sorry. Chef Squad is winning. This is what happened on Reina's stream also. Reina88 recently did a poll like this of what should we play, and she was also surprised when Chef Squad won by a wide margin. Chef Squad's a really good game. It's very cleverly made. I want to make a game like Chef Squad, but today I just want to play a game like Chef Squad. Sneaking up on a sleeping cat with a toothbrush sounds like a good way to need to buy a new t-shirt. No, he just runs away. He doesn't attack me. I need to go to bed. I'm very tired. Have a good night. Okay, Sass, we're going to make burgers and pizza together by typing in chat in a video game. But if you're very tired, I understand you need to sleep. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out and being very funny. As usual. As you always are. I appreciate you. You okay, Nibbler? I'm just reading chat. What did I miss in chat? I'm out of breath from running around. I kind of thought it was Istanbul I was being silly, but I guess it was after the switch. I don't remember. I don't even remember if I played Revelations. I have it, probably. They kind of blend together in my mind. Climb building, stab people. Climb building, stab people. I love the Ezio trilogy. I don't know of many other game series that take you through a character's entire life from birth to old age, and then to wrap up Altair's story, who was just incredible. Or Altair Story 2 was just incredible. I probably didn't play it. I don't remember all of it. And I also haven't played, I think I didn't play Assassin's Creed in order, so I didn't really follow who was who that well. And I certainly thought the motivations were confusing. It was a good time, more than less. Some quibbles, some of them serious, but they did what they could. Assassin's Creed. You have obtained cat. Yes. Look what a baby he is. He only does this when it's teeth brush time. The only time I can hold Nibbler this long is teeth brush time. And he generally doesn't attack me. He just waits and holds onto my arm so that I won't brush his teeth. Because as long as he can put up with this, which he doesn't really enjoy that much, but it's better than teeth brushing. So he's like, don't do it. Just don't do it. And eventually he'll get tired of this, and then he'll be like, time to go. And that's when I'll be like, all right, let's brush your teeth. Sass Queen's going to bed. Twinflower said, good night. Delaney says, to be fair, Joe, the motivations are confusing and messed up, even if you go in order, because they screwed up. Yeah, well, the whole thing is based on some bizarre quasi-philosophical idea that's not logically consistent, but it is fun. Okay, here we go. Get it over with. Good boy. Brushing cat teeth is kind of like dancing on stream, which it's something I gotta do. And after messing around with possibilities, it turned out that This is something that makes good content. Dancing on stream is fun and medically necessary. And so is brushing a cat's teeth. Good boy. I'm trying to keep his jaw closed. He's trying to lick and bite the toothbrush, which makes the toothbrush get splayed out like a bad paintbrush, and then it hurts his gums and stuff and doesn't last as long. So I'm trying to be stronger than Nibbler, which is not easy. He's very strong. He's a big boy. He's all muscle. And when he gets mad, if he wants to hit you, he doesn't necessarily scratch. He'll just bop you. He'll keep his claws in on purpose, but he'll be like, cut it out. He'll just hit you on the head with his hand. Like a drunk in a bar. Good boy. Where's your paper? There we go. It's dance time. Dance time. Perfect timing. Good boy, Nibbler. Nibbler, you want to dance? Usually when it's time to dance, I'm still holding a cat. I just make the cat dance. And they're like, why am I doing this? Why is this happening? Thank you for dancing with me, Lady Taka. Under a waterfall of confetti. I don't mean to be utterly dismissive. I'm just endlessly frustrated with what I perceive as distinct failings and missteps with series management. I mean, criticizing something that you like is partly a sign of love of that thing. Like, because you want it to be better, because it's good, right? Like, if you didn't care about Assassin's Creed, you wouldn't have much to say about it. You'd be like, yeah, whatever. But it's good. And it could be great if it didn't have those missteps. And of course, Ubisoft's sincere evil. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to find a video game that you can play and not feel like you're helping an evil corporation. Despite how many of them are about not fighting evil, are about like fighting evil corporations, they tend to be made by evil corporations. Evil in various ways. Quadrant said, I'm with you. I didn't play Assassin's game after Revelations. I tried 3 and got bored. Never went back. What about the pirate one? I finally got the pirate one. I haven't played it yet. I'm into it. Okay. I missed the poll. How do I go back and see what the poll results were? I think I know. I saw the interim poll results, and they were pretty heavily leaning towards ChefSquad. Eric said, I'd love to play an Assassin's Creed game, but my appetite for 100 plus hour games is crashing. Fair. That is kind of how it works. It is that way. I just spent 85 hours on Xenoblade 3. It was great, but yeesh. Yeah. How do I get to my historical polls? I don't know. Content. Community. No. Neither. No. Streaming tools. Charity extensions. No. Maybe if I go into my streams, like, go into my stream as a viewer and I click on the sword for mod view, then I get to see something. Let's see, polls. Where's polls? There's predictions. What about polls? Rewards request. No. Huh. Okay. Does anyone remember what the end of the poll was? Or is there a mod who knows how to look? I don't see it. But I'm pretty sure it was ChefSquad. Black Flag, that's the name. Black Flag, thank you. All I know about Black Flag is the ship combat was so much fun they released it as a game on and off itself. Now I'm just playing Cursed to Golf in my safe zone. Cursed to Golf. I don't know that one. I know Golf with Your Friends, which is fun. I don't know Cursed to Golf. All right, let's play Chef Squad. Chef Squad won. Of course it did. Chef Squad's gonna win. It's good. It's so good. Okay, let's do this. I don't have a... Oh, I don't have a scene yet for it, so I need to set one up. Chef Squad. But it'll just take a minute. Because it's going to be a lot like other ones. Chef Squad, copy, paste, duplicate. Chef. Oops. Chef Squad. And rename that. Okay, we're going to add Chef Squad. Let's launch Chef Squad and add it to OBS. I'm excited. I have not played Chef Squad as the streamer before. But when I saw Chef Squad, I was like, now that is a good idea. It's roguelike golf game. I'm really bad at it. Everything's roguelike. Everything. I was looking up roguelite games, and so many of them don't look anything like Rogue whatsoever. God, that's loud. Options. Audio. Music. Okay, that's gonna be pretty loud. Sound volume. Voice volume. Oh, it's the voice of the game talking. Okay. Music volume. It's pretty jazzy. Reset to defaults. All right. I just have to make sure it's not too loud for me and then not too loud for you. All right, let's add that. Chef Squad. It's a pretty good song, the Chef Squad game. You'll hear it in a second. Specific window called Chef Squad. There we go. Put it back here. And audio, because I'm on the old OBS. I have not updated my OBS yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I stop hearing people complain about it. Oh man, I didn't know the music was so good in Chef Squad. Let's see, is it working? Let's find out. Yep. It's super loud. Maybe not quite so loud on the Chef Squad audio. There we go. Twitch settings. I think I did that already. Joining channel. Okay. Oh, you're all about Beat Saber. I haven't played Beat Saber, but I kind of want to. I don't know if I can handle the VR, just physically, in general. You need to hit idols and TNT and teleporters and the occasional skeleton. Oh, I see. That kind of. It's that in that sense. It's a roguelite. You've been cursed to golf. Neat. No idea if you're into VR, but have you seen or tried Walkabout Mini Golf? I used to have and use an Oculus Rift, but now that Meta owns it, nah. It was all about Beat Saber. A recent update removed the requirement to tie it to Facebook. But they do own it. They bought Oculus. It is Facebook. The elements of Rogue sure have come a long, interesting way. Yeah, I was kind of looking for ones that are more like Rogue, although the very original Rogue is a little too abstract for me. I grew up on Rogue for the Mac, which was black and white but had cool graphics. And then I spilled grape juice on it, and it was the saddest day of my life. I did see that I no longer have a computer that can support it, but I might get a Meta Quest 2 once I can get over throwing money at Facebook. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So who knows? You know, you could always harvest a Meta exec if you want to even the balance out some. Harvest? Like, the way the Grim Reaper harvests them. Rough. I don't have a VR PC either, so I'm on Oculus Quest 2, and I refuse to call it meta. What it's called. But more seriously, I love all golf-themed games that aren't straight golf. Have you played golf with your friends, Eric? I've played it with Bebo a bunch. It's very fun. And very hard. Mario Golf, What the Golf, Curse to Golf, Golf Story, whatever. I didn't see that golf with your friends on that list. Eric. Haven't, but it sounds fun. It's fun. Look up Golf with Your Friends on Steam and then play it with me. Delnay said Zuck's the dream trophy. Of course, but you know, sometimes we gotta go for the 10-point bucks, as it were. So you are actually talking about harvesting in the sense of reaping. Facebook execs. I don't know how it compares truly to Old Rogue, but you know Caves of Cud. I've heard of Caves of Cud. I think one of the developers follows me on Twitter. I think I met some of them at the roguelike celebration that I managed to speak at a few years ago. But I haven't played Caves of Cud. Basically, I want to do research. Like, I kind of want to play a little rogue, but I also want to make a rogue, several different versions of like a rogue Twitter bot with poll choices and stuff. And so I want to get the feel of what certain gameplay things are like in Rogue. Weird Pasta said, blown away by the live transcription. I don't think I've seen that on a live stream before. Oh, that is from Pixel Chat. Hi, Weird Pasta. Nice to see you. Welcome. Yeah, not enough streams do closed captioning. I'm kind of thinking of switching to like Twitch specific closed captioning now that they fixed it on mobile. But I haven't done it yet, so I'm still using Pixel Chat. And then it's sort of like already there on when I output to YouTube and stuff. It sounds fun, yes, but Mario Golf has golf-based combat, so I haven't played Mario Golf. I should look that up. In general, I'd suggest Cud, but like, you know what you like better than I do. Yeah, I could look at it. It's a good idea. I was looking for like, what's a good rogue that I can play now? And I found you can play the original rogue in a browser, but I don't really like the original rogue, where it's just characters. It's kind of ugly. This month, Walkabout are releasing the first of 3 courses based on Jules Verne, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and July was a course licensed on Labyrinth. Oh, that's fun. That sounds disgustingly cool. Mario Golf is real down, full stop. I mean, it's a Mario game. Okay, let's do choose your menu. Actually, no, I think I need to start. Do you want to quit? Yeah, I want to play. Because I haven't streamed this before, I just played it with the bots. Join channel failed, retry. Okay, let's go. Oh, it didn't do day 1. I want it to do day 1. Progress for this day will not be saved. Yeah. Okay, quit. No, I don't want to quit. I want to load game, new game. There we go. Play. 'Cause I want to start from the beginning. Hamburger, pizza, or soup? Let's make... oh, I don't know. It picked for me. So if you want to play, it's very simple. You're just going to type in chat. You don't need another browser. Just type in chat. Type ! hire me like this, and the game will hire you and put you in the game. And you don't have to know how to play. It'll be very obvious. I'll tell you how to play. Delaney is hired. Eric is hired. It can take... higher minimum 5 chef default. I think it will fill in empty slots with bots if it needs to, if we don't get 5 people playing. 25 is the maximum. Lady Taka's hired. Not yet. You need to begin hiring. Oh, thank you, Twin Flower. You know this game better than I do. I apologize. Please do it again. Please type hire me in chat again. And if it gives you any trouble because you already said hire me, give it a minute. Or maybe type hire me space 1 if Twitch is being a jerk about it. I'm employed gainfully. Yay. Restaurant work. Okay, the game has acknowledged Delaney, Twin Flower, and Eric with 30 seconds to spare. Weird Pasta is hired. Lady Taka Can I back out? If someone else wants to play, I have to go. You can back out because I messed up, so you're not hired. Can I join mid-game? I don't think so, but you can join for like the next round. They're not that long. We're not going to get to 25. There's plenty of room. We don't have 25 people in here. It's going to go to sleep. This seems more fun. Yeah, it won't take very long. You can go to sleep after the first round if you want. So we have hiring is complete. We have bot 1 because we have 4 humans. Type exclamation point and then the letter of the person you want to be your avatar, and then the skin tone that you want, 5 through 9. So it'll be like exclamation point U5 if you want to be the white guy with the mustache. Okay, are you ready to start your day? We're going to skip the tutorial, and I'm going to tell you what to do. Because I've seen this played a couple times. I've played this with other streamers before. Okay, incoming orders. So Eric is going to be the first, and there's no orders yet. So Eric, I'm just going to put you out here, and you can start preparing one of these ingredients. Maybe it'll be relevant. So you could do like exclamation point TOM to start working on tomatoes, for example. And then the game will tell you on screen what else you need to type in chat in order to continue completing that task. It will generally be a short thing and 2 long things that you need to type what it tells you to. Here comes the order. Okay. So now I'm going to stop dancing and start placing these orders. So we need you to work on the crust, and Weird Pasta, we need you to work on some cheese. Bot 1's going to work on hopefully the right thing. Eric, please boil some water. And, oh, running out of time on this one. Oh no, it's working. And then, what's this, garlic? Someone needs to, oh, onion. Weird Pasta, please prepare some onion. And, oh, something's running out of time. They're getting impatient. Okay, bot 1's going to, oh, it's not ready yet. Okay. We need that water boiled and the onion cut. Okay, bot 1's, oh, I think we lost an order. We're learning. Okay, Delaney, please prepare some chorizo, some sausage. Chorizo. Oh, we need, what's that? A patty. We need a beef patty. Eric, please prepare some beef patty. Oh, we didn't make that one either. Okay. We're getting closer. We almost have a completed order. Okay, we need another patty. Bot's gonna hopefully work on the right thing. And Weird Pasta, please prepare that order and serve it out. Eric, please cut some lettuce. You need to click on Weird Pasta. You need to finish doing the cook serve command. All right, we need Delaney, please serve the next order that's ready. I'm going to put the bot on something. It's going to pick an ingredient. Twin Flour, please make a patty. Eric, please cut some more lettuce. Everybody's working. We almost have an order succeeding. And as soon as the lettuce and the patty are done, we can get the next order out. Okay, we're going to try to get the bot to serve an order. Twin Flour, please boil some water. Delaney, please cut some onion. And Eric, please cut some broccoli. Okay, Weird Pasta. Please make some dough. Twin Flour, please cut some sausage. And then the bot can try to do the missing piece, which is the cheese. And Eric, please serve this finished order, which is, I don't know, some sort of onion broccoli soup. Delaney, we still need... Weird Pasta's working on that dough, I think. but they're not making much progress. So Delaney, maybe you can catch up, Weird Pasta, on that dough that's missing. And then the bot is next, but I don't trust the bot. So Twin Flour, if this order makes it... Oh, it didn't quite make it. Okay, we got orders completed 6. Orders missed 3. We didn't have the best day at work. We're just learning. It's our first day on the job. Restaurant work is not easy. Continue to unlocks. New food. We have steak or sandwich. Vote for the food to unlock on the menu in chat. Vote for exclamation point steak or exclamation point sandwich for what kind of restaurant we want the option to play in next time. Sorry, on my phone, everything is so tiny. Yeah, you do have to be able to see the screen because I don't have time to read the instructions, to read the text instructions. That's good for me to know. That's good feedback. If you're on your phone, it's going to be hard to play because it'll be hard to see what you're supposed to type. But you can zoom, you can pinch zoom on a phone and you might be able to see what command you're being told. It's even small on my laptop. Yeah, I kind of wish they had a little bigger. That would be good. I think I need to switch to my laptop. I hear that, Weird Pasta. Even on my screen, I'm all, Collapse the left panel on my laptop, which helps a lot. Left panel. Day 1 of 55 complete. Hungry for more? Play Cook Serve Delicious. A single player and local co-op cooking adventure. Oh, it must be the same company. Start next day. Alright, let's go again. Choose your menu. Streamer choice. Choose a food. Let's make hamburgers. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Day 2. Pick 2 more foods. Vote for what's on the menu in chat. Exclamation point steak or pizza or soup. But the exclamation point has to be before the word. Eric just looks like he's very excited about hamburger. Oh, he is just very excited about hamburger because I did already click that. That's already chosen. My mistake. And now begin hiring. Type exclamation point hire me in chat to join the squad. Twin Flower's in. Eric is in. Delaney is in. Oh, I should change my title. My game. Set game. Chef. Is it 1 word or 2 word? It's 1 word. ChefSquad. Sweet. Set title. Cooking up. Trouble. Join the squad. Cool. Okay. We have 5 in, which is good. It means we won't have any bots. So we won't have to be like unsure about who is doing what. Because sometimes the bot is just going to pick something and I can't tell it what to do. Uncle Gramps is in. Uncle Gramps is ready to cook. Okay, we have 6 people. You can now pick your appearance. Exclamation point, a letter and a number. No spaces. Twin Flower has long, luxurious hair. Delaney, Weird Pasta, Uncle Gramps, all set. Ready. Some more commands you can use during the game. Exclamation point, which one? Notify the streamer you're not sure what to make. And exclamation point, cancel. Cancel making the current ingredient. Thank you for the follow, YB Kobe. Welcome. You can play in the next round if you'd like. An exclamation point, quit. Quit for this session completely can be used from the chef pool too. Okay. Ready. What up, dude? Oh, bet. Sweet. Okay, so we're waiting for orders to come in on the right. In the meantime, whoever is coming up can feel free to get started preparing a random ingredient, and maybe you'll get lucky and it will be helpful for the early orders. Okay, we have an order. We're gonna make some soup. So who's this? Quadrain. No, this is Weird Pasta. Weird Pasta, please boil some water, which is appropriate for your name. Quadrain, please cut some broccoli. And Uncle Gramps, please cut some onions. Twin Flower, please make some, start making some patties. Eric, please boil some, oh wait, did water not work? Oh, Weird Pasta's having trouble. Eric, please boil some water. Delaney is doing, oh, which one? That was Uncle Gramps. Uncle Gramps, please cut some broccoli. And Delaney, please cut some onion. Twin Flower, please cook a steak, a T-bone steak. I think that order's not making... Oh, it's starting. Maybe it'll make it. And Eric, please serve this completed order to our customer. Weird Pasta, please please prepare another T-bone steak. Quadrain, please serve this customer. Twin Flower, please make a beef patty. And Delaney, cut a tomato. Eric, cut some lettuce. I'm also not looking at chat because I super can't. I'm trying to keep track of the game. Uncle Gramps, please serve a customer. Is that working? I think so. Twin Flower's up. As soon as there's room at the counter. Oh, Twin Flower, please make a patty. Weird Pasta, please cut some lettuce. And Eric, please cut a tomato. And our servers are still working on serving. Okay, Delaney, please serve the next customer. The words are funny. Flip patty, splat chop. Oh, Quadrain, onion please. Twin Flower, broccoli. Eric, please serve a customer. And Uncle Gramps, don't think we have a finished one just yet. Let's see what the next task is. Oh, actually, no, we do. Uncle Gramps, please serve the next customer.
Go, squad, go!
Is there another one? Yes. There is. No, there isn't. That one's getting served, getting plated. And we're just waiting for the onion. Okay, Weird Pasta, please serve the last order of the day. Sad onion. Plays food. Plating. This is what I think Twitch games should be like. Although I don't know if I want to make a game that's like this at some point, to think of another theme. Some other communal activity with a lot of typing prompts.
Another day completed.
What happened? Orders missed 2. Oh, orders completed 7. That's pretty good. I thought that was pretty good.
Vote now, squad.
Vote now, squad. New upgrade. Vote for steak or pizza to be upgraded. To have more stuff. Piloting a spaceship. Oh, that's a good one. Whoa. Like Space Team, but with a commander who's streaming. Oh, I like that. ChefSquad, but piloting spaceship. What a good idea. That's interesting. That could be several years of development streaming. Chef Squad, but piloting a spaceship. Nice. Chef Squad, but piloting a spaceship. I'm asleep this time. Okay, good night, Eric. Thanks for playing. Good job in the restaurant biz. Space Team was good. I think I messed up the first order. I didn't understand the first action I needed to do, but I understand now. I didn't explain it super clearly, but yeah, you get it now. Generally, it starts with the exclamation point with 3-letter abbreviation for the ingredient or task, and then there's going to be like 2 more long prompts after that you got to wait for. Day 2 of 55 complete. Helpful tip. You should pre-prep ingredients even before the first order comes in. Use the wooden tables that have shared ingredients for maximum effectiveness. I need a little more water, and then we'll start. And then I think this might be my last one, because my head's starting to feel a little full. Oh, is it dance time? I didn't even hear it. The game is so loud, I had to turn my volume down. I didn't hear the music. And my cat is looking a little hungry. So I need to make her some food. Which I can do on stream. Perhaps. But I can also stop before anything bad happens to my body. Oh no, conflicting music. Surreal. There was a part in Stray with a dance club with these like 5 different robots all doing different dances. And I just took my time and went and did all the dances. I treated it like a Zumba class. I was thinking like clearing out and cleaning up an eldritch infected site. An eldritch infected site, like it's sort of a Ghostbusters thing. Like a Ghostbusters or an exorcism. That's cool. Have you seen the game called Artemis? No. What is that? Good night, Eric. Eric goes to sleep. To sleep. Cat Jam. That scene was great. Or maybe a garbage dump. I don't want to look at a garbage dump though. I guess it could be fun. I don't know what you do at a garbage dump. You just dump garbage?
What should
I
we
don't
have
know.
today, squad?
Choose your menu. Let's make... Let's make steak. Vote for what's on the menu today. Pick 2 more foods. So you could do exclamation point burger, exclamation point pizza, or exclamation point soup. Soup seems to be an unpopular choice. So vote in chat for the second type of food, burger, pizza, or soup. That will be on the menu. One of my dream games is rehabbing a dump. I don't know if I feel the vision, but it's interesting that there is one. There's always a hospital setting too, like how Kitchen Rush spawned Rush MD in the board game world. Oh, hospital. Interesting. Hospital. That's true. Okay, begin hiring. Type exclamation point, hire me in the chat if you'd like to play. I want to recycle a dump. I want to work it down to the soil. I want to centrifuge the soil. Nice. YB Kobe is in. Just like Kobe beef. Are we making steak? I forgot. Yes, we are. And Uncle Gramps is in. Quadrain is in. Delaney, Weird Pasta, Twin Flower. We have 6 chefs. And siphon the methane. You can call me Kobe, it's fine. Kobe. Okay. Might be done hiring. Eric went to bed. Lady Taco is busy. She's got little ones. Is the game music too loud? I turned it down to not too loud. Okay, now you can choose your appearance, exclamation point, a letter, and a number. Recapture of elements, chemicals, and resources. Neutralization of troublesome and toxic components, making it easier to cycle through more natural filter cycles. That's intense. That is an activity I am not accustomed to playing. Ready. Okay. Twin flower. Get started on any ingredient you'd like. Weird pasta, any ingredient you'd like. Delaney, any ingredient you'd like. Kobe, any ingredient. Actually, Kobe, please make some cheese. Quadrain, please make some PCT. Uncle Gramps, please make a patty. Twin flower, please cut some lettuce. Krusty, crab pat. Delaney, please make a T-bone steak. Kobe, I'm going to ask you to probably serve. Yes, please serve this customer. Weird pasta, please make another T-bone steak. And twin flower, I don't know this symbol. Where is that? Oh no, I don't know. Where is that? That's probably, well, serve the customer. But Quadrain, oh, there it is, herbs. Please make some herbs.
Tasty.
Delaney, please make a TCT. Kobe, please cut some pepper. Uncle Gramps, please cut some RNI sausage. And
Tasty.
perfect. Weird pasta, please serve a customer. Doing good, doing good. Twin flower, please serve this customer. Kobe, please make a patty. Quadrain, please cut some lettuce. Delaney, please cut some tomato. Look how efficient we are. 6 people working hard in the kitchen. Get shit done. Weird pasta, please make a TCT pie. Twin flower, please serve a customer. Uncle Gramps, please cut some cheese. Kobe, please cut a pepper. Delaney, please serve this customer.
Squad.
Quadrain, please make a T-bone steak. And Twin flower, please make some herbs.
Let's wrap it up, squad.
And that would be our last order of the day. I have a feeling we're doing better this time. I think everyone's gotten some practice and overcome some technical limitations of how big the screen is and things. Okay. Kobe, please plate this last order. Oh no, sorry. Please plate that order. Weird pasta, please plate the final order. The herb encrusted T-bone steak. That sounds good. That's another reason I should stop streaming. I should go eat more food. Now that I'm playing a game about food, I should go eat real food. I have food right here. Could just eat this. I'm afraid to stop talking because then we're gonna lose. No, we're fine now.
Go squad.
We're done. Let's see how we did. Did we miss any?
Another day completed.
We missed 1. We completed 8. That's pretty good. Good job, team. Good job. I brushed my teeth while you brushed the cat's teeth. Won't eat any more tonight. Eh. So close, yep. Put you on the TV, typing on the iPad. Less delay on the TV. Yeah, delay. Delay is an issue. I could type in chat, but I don't think it would work as well.
A new food
Okay, what do we unlock?
Vote now, squad.
Level 2 of steak or soup? I think everybody votes for steak. Vote for which one you want to upgrade. The soup or the steak? Delaney voted for soup. I am curious to see the soup. I've never seen anyone vote for the soup, like, as a group. No soup group. And I think I probably ought to end stream pretty soon. So let me look around for people to raid. She's fun. Interesting. Steak wins it. I will always pick soup over steak. That's fair. No soup for you. No butt for you. Oh, butt's butt. No butt for you. Damn. It's just like high school. Oh, thank you for it was clarifying that symbol was herbs on the wooden table. This is neat. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for playing, Delaney. I'm tempted to start the next day, but I think I need to take my warning sign as what it means. Just like when I ask myself, do I need a pill for a migraine? That's when it's time to take a migraine pill. If I have to ask the question. And I don't think I need one, but if I have to feel like, oh, should I stop streaming because it's risky to continue? Then I'm like, I suppose that's the sign. If I have to ask the question. Thanks for the chill stream. This was super fun. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. I was like, well, what we do depends on how many people are here. And thankfully, Marky Mark, very kindly, I want to shout him out again. Very kindly gave me a wonderful raid after his 12-hour stream with all his guests. So we got lots of people to play with.
All right, I'm in.
We got to play some ChefSquad.
I should make
I'm
it.
in.
Is that why you
This
won't
was
show
Mark
your feet?
playing some
Morbus.
Fall Guys.
I told you that's what he will
See?
come up with.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fall Guys is funny.
I see. Yeah.
Yes. I
See?
warned you. Stream Mom knew,
Yeah.
and Stream Mom
We
warned
all
you.
remembered Morbus's foot fetish.
All right.
He
From
just
a
wants
Let's
to know
raid.
if Mark has any feet.
All right, hang on.
Boy,
I'm
Mark
gonna
is a
show my.
robot.
Here's
I'm gonna show my
some
feet more. Ready? Here we
raid
go.
commands
Here's
to
my
copy,
left- Here's my
to
left
drop
foot.
into chat.
Why would you do that?
And we're gonna raid
Someone
Shay
needs to-
Roz, my buddy.
Here's,
She's
here's my
playing
right foot. See?
Power Wash Simulator.
Oh my god.
There,
She's
now.
very funny, very
You've
chill.
seen my feet.
Not safe for work.
I can't handle
Why are you guys
it.
laughing at my normal feet? Jeez, Louise. I thought you were my friends. I thought you were like we're supposed to be supportive.
And I'm
here
gonna
on
go
Mark,
make
and
some
you're all
cat
laughing
food.
at my feet.
And make some people food. Where is my other screen? Is it gone? Oh, maybe I got rid of it. My OBS was so full of scenes that I was like, I don't need that. I never use it. I'm trying to learn to start using it. The ending soon screen. I need to make a new one anyway. It's all good. Let's hit it. Okay, thank you so much, Uncle Gramps, and Weird Pasta and Twin Flower and Baljamet and Delaney and Eric and Kobe. Thank you all, old friends and new, for hanging out and playing. And everybody else who came in with the raid and who came in from Twitter. And I'm gonna go. I'll be here on Monday playing more Baba Is You with Ambi and asking about her trip to Disneyland. And I will see you all later. Have a great night. See ya. Oh, and bye, Lady Taka.